Happy New Week, happy Monday. It's the 24th of July. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favourite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And let's get to know who we have in the house today.
It's your boy, Big Moss from the east side of the bridge. 6 foot plus with pure temptation and all that good stuff.
I'm your favourite shade queen, my royalty.
Good morning, Big Man Hughes.
It's your girl, Just Jean, fitness queen, baddest in the scene, ow.
Period. I said, ah.
And they call me Emman, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst. And of course, the melanin is jam-packed.
The man is back.
I'm back.
How are you, sir?
I'm alright, man. They tried to get me again, you know.
Oh, what's your problem? We had you on a missionary trip. You've been on a missionary trip.
Missionary trip. Yeah, I was there civilized in the 85.
Actually, what did they try to get you with? Because you're sitting right next to me.
No, I'm joking.
And I've got
I'm
things to
joking.
do this
It
week.
was just more so like hay fever type stuff.
Oh, okay.
Loads of like green bushes and stuff.
Yeah, that does have a
You know what I mean?
have an effect.
But it was alright, man. I feel
Enjoy your
good.
time away.
Huh?
Enjoy your time away.
Yeah, it was alright, man. Kids got energy though, man. Too much energy. So
Like it doesn't go off. Like the only time they don't have energy is when they're asleep. And as soon as they wake up, it's on.
yeah, 100%.
So don't you
that,
defrost
though.
a little bit? Oh, I don't like it.
No, I wish I was like that. Like, I wish
no.
I was so full of life, the way kids are. Don't you think so?
Now I feel like it's
Right.
nice when you're not the one babysitting them. When you're not looking after them, go forth and you disturb whoever you have to. But when they're under your care, it's like give me a minute. Like, don't you have to defrost in the morning? Matthew's like, auntie. I'm like,
Exactly.
Zara, you're loud. First of all, bring it down a little bit. They're so excited. I love it. I love the innocence of kids.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was
There
good
for
though,
good
man.
time. That's good.
It was good.
Love it. How's everyone doing? Everyone else doing? How's your weekends?
Character trait, innit? So,
Character trait.
tiredness.
Oh yes.
Why we do the weekend?
We outside.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I did go actually.
Oh yeah.
I went till 2 on Friday.
How was that?
Yeah, where?
Still alive still. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's that.
I
did you
went
go?
shit till 2.
Oh, okay.
I just think
What is that?
it's a like house music. Yeah, house rave. Like house music.
All the reviews I've heard said it was live.
Yeah, they're lying.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they're
So
lying.
they're lying.
Oh, it
yeah.
was dead.
It weren't dead yet. It just wasn't the best, and because they haven't remember like they stopped it right. They've
Yeah.
not done it in so long.
Yeah.
So for what it was
What? If you don't mind me asking, what was you wearing that day?
cargos.
And like an orange top.
Yeah, why?
I saw you dancing, enjoying life.
No,
Oh, were you there?
No.
hold on.
You were there too.
No, hold on. The last hour, the last set
Yeah.
was kids mix, so it was good.
Okay, okay.
Prior to that,
Oh, were you on stage? Do you know?
BFFR.
So what did you see? Then?
He just he's obviously talking about snaps clearly. Like
Oh,
story
your
posts.
orange was standing out like a.
In other
sore
people's,
thumb.
not even in Gina's.
No way. Oh, Gina,
Whose other
honey.
people's did you see? Because
Don't worry.
anyway, whatever. But yeah, it was right. I don't know. I realised though I'm actually like too old for outside.
But you say I'm tired of. No,
Huh?
sorry.
You should press him. When it is that he kind of backs back quickly like that, you should press him.
Who? Emmanuel?
Yeah. Man said, don't worry, you know.
Oh, I ain't worried.
Can you imagine?
I'm actually not worried. So it's fine.
No, but I'm tired of you saying you're tired of being outside, but yet you're still outside.
All right. Story.
No, but
But
no,
when we say rest, you won't rest.
no. I do.
be
I have been
outside.
resting.
You rested one. You had one rest day.
No, this isn't.
Wasn't it that weekend you said you were going to be inside?
I've had 3 weekends where I've not gone out. Sorry, but for me that's
Georgina.
improvement. I'm serious.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, sorry for me.
Why are you tired then?
Even my mum and sister were like, "You sick? Because why you not going out?" I said, "No, because my social battery's dead."
Okay, that's fair then.
So for me, I'm sorry. Might not be to anybody else's standards, but to my own,
You were inside, to be fair.
I've been inside. So
Fair.
yeah, I saw you out.
Me?
Love that for you.
I went out.
On Taser snapped. Taser was like, "Man just came from hospital and he's there swinging his arms and
Did
singing."
I tell you that?
Right.
I can't remember what it was we're talking about, and he tried to say something like, "Oh, I said no. You're gonna be on stage singing like you brought everybody together."
It's
Relax.
R&B, it's R&B, so it don't count.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like, I'm part of the furniture in it, so I have to be an R&B. But that was a chilled weekend.
Yeah.
Pretty chilled weekend, man.
You look well. You're glowing today.
Is it?
Yeah.
You had sex. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Did you see Christy?
I did.
Yeah, that did not bounce well off just what you just said.
What? That he's glowing and he said
No.
because he had sex.
Yeah, because he was like, it sounded like you said, "Did you do Christy?" And I said, "What's
That's
going
what I
on?"
was thinking. I don't know, but
Oh,
I
no,
didn't have sex.
I would never
Not,
do that.
I'm not
Are you
with
talking to
Christy.
me?
I would never suggest that, to be honest. Yes, Gina.
Yeah, I saw the whole world actually, but I did see Christy.
Okay. Was she on stage?
No,
What's she dressed as?
dressed as.
Yeah, an orange person too?
Are you
There you go,
joking?
jump
Because you're
on.
acting like she was in costume. She was in denim, I believe.
She's always in denim.
Yeah, exactly.
Denim girl.
Yeah, she was in denim. It was cute.
What's your
though.
problem?
Everyone kept coming.
What is
coming
your
up to me
actual
showing their
problem?
steps.
What's your actual problem?
Is she in the comment? Is she in the
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
The heck?
No, I'm sure we had a conversation when we walked into the car about how it wasn't that great.
Oh, the event.
I'm sure we did.
I always find that interesting though. I feel like people's perspective of things is so different. Because there's probably people that actually did have the time of their life.
No, of course, 100%. And to be fair,
You still laughing.
granted.
No, because I was talking to Jason about it.
Yeah, Jason had the time. Though.
Jason said,
Every time I saw Jason, he was moving and grooving. so to be honest, that makes sense.
he said, bro, it was lit. So good, I barely took my phone out. Quality, good times.
What?
He even said his boy said it felt like he was in Truth.
Did we go to the same event?
As in
As in
Club
Ghost?
Truth and Power.
Ghost truth.
Yeah.
No, he didn't say allow it because even me and Christina, Joe was Christina. I
Oh,
saw
true,
her
that's
yesterday,
funny.
we were talking about it and she was just like, yeah, it was dead.
Okay.
But why do you... I don't understand why you all need to be linked up on this particular experience. He could have had a good time. You may have had a crap
You
time.
did.
No, and that's fine.
Moving and grooving. I like that.
That's fine, that's fine.
And you have a bigger reach than him, so we just cussed this event out.
No, but Christy, why are you surprised to see me there? I used to go to 2 regularly, like back in the day.
That ain't a response for what I said.
Huh?
What?
Okay, question of the day.
I heard what you said. Actually. I'm not leaning into that because you're rude.
People got places to be. All right,
Sorry.
what is the most significant risk you've ever taken and what did you gain from it?
Not all at once, guys.
You are? Trust me. Trust me, yeah. Everyone-
Biggest risk. Come back to me. What's the biggest risk I've taken?
Crypto.
Speaking on that. What's going on?
Speakers in the mic.
No, you didn't do nothing.
Didn't I tell you when you need to worry about it, as in to look at it? I will tell you when to look at it.
Oh, so now I should still just.
Relax.
Bruv, pull it to the back of your mind and just live life.
No, because you know why? I remember when it first came up,
Yeah.
the energy ego man, like,
Yeah.
oh, it's coming soon, it's
Yeah.
coming home. Am I lying?
Yeah, it was that.
Don't make your face like that because I've got a witness. Fix your face. Fix your face.
I now regret basically putting you onto this thing. That's
Oh,
gonna change your
really?
life.
That's fine.
So that ain't no problem.
I hope you can cuddle the regret when you're sleeping because
Listen carefully.
I'm listening.
I came in at 30p. I told you I'm up regardless.
Okay, cool.
Do you understand? It doesn't matter what happens from now on.
Can I
I'm
ask you a
up.
question? Really?
I apologize.
Yeah, because
Just tap my foot for a second.
Come.
Tap. All right. I told you I am up. So please do not jump on anything. Look, I'm talking to you. Don't jump on anything unless it is that you believe that this is what it is you want to do, right? Now, you see how you've gone on air and looked to suggest that I've pulled you into something that's going to be a detriment to your life?
No, I asked you a question.
Can
I said,
you
what's
see?
going on?
Can you see how? I told you
Did
the
I-
last
did
time
I-
I
did
talked
I
to you.
not- did I not
said
just
I
say
am
we don't have
going to let
context?
you know when it is you need to check it. Right? You came in at 10.
Give me
Right?
yourself 7.
What's it right now?
Sounds like crypto.
No.
It's still at kind of like 10, right? And again, the mainnet hasn't launched fully yet. It's all right. The mainnet has launched, but it's in an audit stage
Why are you
right
grabbing
now.
that wrist like that?
Right?
No, I was just
What-
saying. I was about to say it's
that
giving
means-
aggression.
What that means is that they're just making sure everything is as it needs to be. They're testing it left, right, and center. They're going to be dropping their official project, the first official project called the UP, which is the Universal Profiles, and it's going to change everything. Now, it's going to be listed on all of the main exchanges as soon as it is that they say, all right, cool, the audit is finished, right? There's several stages to this particular thing. We are literally at the end where it's now going to say, all right, here are our partners. This is our marketing campaign. The world, look at what it is that we're doing. They're one of the projects that are doing this properly. Do you understand? You sitting on it at 10, and you go in at 10, you are going to be laughing, let's just say I want to say 1 year, 2 years, right? But it can happen within months. Do you understand? This is not something you need to be talking to me about on live ever. Do you understand?
Okay.
I'm so confident about this, so confident that I even
right.
told this guy to get into it.
We got a time
And he
step.
still hasn't gotten into
What's
it.
the date today? The 24th of July. No, just
You,
based on
you
your
need to
confidence.
understand, this is like another layer 1 blockchain. A bit like Ethereum, but on steroids.
Okay, I've heard
Do
you.
you understand?
Yes, please.
You got in sweet.
Okay.
Sweet. I shouldn't have told you a thing.
Well, you did.
Yeah, I did.
How about that?
Yeah. And I'm still as excited as I was when it first came to you. But I told you when it's popping, and in fact the last time it was popping, I told you all if you want to take it out, take it out. Remember when I said that?
You did.
All right, and you didn't. Do you understand? And those are the naysayers, the ones who can't wait for a few months, and you all didn't. So don't come back to me. But the fact is that you're still in, it's gonna be of such a benefit to you. It's gonna get you that new body you're looking for.
Did you say new
Payment. Oh my god! No, you don't understand. You do not understand.
You're actually.
They've dropped the last digit because it used to be LYXE, now it's LYX. On Qcoin is the only one I think right now that has the LYX. That's the only exchange now you can get it up. But once is that they finish the audit, it's gonna go on. It's gonna be on the big exchanges.
Also, how
It's
come
easy
it's,
to access?
how come it says old next to it now?
Old?
Yeah.
LYXE?
Yeah.
Because it's no longer
No,
LYXE.
it says Luxo brackets old
I don't know. Where does it say that?
for example, look, okay.
Yeah, because it's LYXE. It's dropped the E now.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that an exchange?
Yes.
That exchange hasn't moved it to the new 3-digit yet. But
Okay,
once
okay,
it does,
okay.
like I said.
Oh, cool.
And I've been telling you people, so anybody who's been hearing me say, I'm not sharing this. If you guys want to basically check it out, go check it out to your Googles. Go on YouTube, check out the fundamentals. Check out, because I don't tell you about it. I'm
Yeah, you
done.
did.
So do not come to me when everybody's talking about, this is for the creator economy. They're looking to mass onboard a whole set of people. And the only way you look to do that is if it is, you make it the waviest thing ever.
That's
Anyway.
it. I wouldn't say anything after the fact. I'd appreciate that what you tried if it worked even more, even if I got it over or not. That's just how I am. So
Oh, that is good. I like that. He's sitting there. You have blocks, don't you?
I do indeed.
All right. Okay. Sorry.
what are you gonna do if it?
What am I going to do for what?
Like just thanks, like if it
Remember,
just flops.
I got in at 30p.
No, you're straight, but I'm saying because obviously
No. I told them when it got to a point where it was a profit. I told them if you want to take it out now because it's a profit, and this is in the bear market. This is when everything's down, but yet everything's down and Luxor is still.
But the profit was what, £100?
And I hear that. I hear that. But you could
I
have
hear
gotten
that.
your money back.
I know.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So there's don't look at me anymore. In fact, I even told you in the first place, don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you at all. She's looking at you. I'm cool.
When it is that she initially said it, didn't you be like,
I was joining in. I was joining in for the sake of it, for the sake of banner. But
Yeah.
I've never come to you and be like, Brent, what's going on? I always ask you for updates. Like, what's happening? What's going on?
And it's the weirdest thing because I intrinsically, forensically know everything about Luxor and what's happening.
Yeah.
Right? And you're just in just make money, innit? We're going to be
Yeah.
using Luxor for the flipping NFT drop, man.
Okay.
This is how involved I am with the particular project. I'm telling you, the project's going to change.
Yeah, I'm involved deeply via your knowledge.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, Luxor, Luxor.
Guys, this is not financial
This is
advice.
not financial advice.
yeah, all this stuff's above
games.
me, man.
It's no banter.
But do your research, man.
I'm-
Do your research.
I'm on bricks and mortar, man. You get me? I don't know about all this
My phone is disappeared.
fuckeries.
By the way, I'm
sounds
not getting
good,
on
though.
to you. I literally just asked you a question. I wasn't getting on to you. I mean, I could have had this conversation with you how many other times?
I
Man
heard
said
you
a
say
non-
when
was it
I
a
first,
non-fungible token.
yeah, when I
I still don't even know what that means.
Nobody
Yeah.
does.
You know, like man, still, you know, like I still don't even know what that means. I still don't even know what the fuck that is.
Neither do I.
It's a store of value.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Big up them, man. Big up NFTs. Was they a group? Where is it?
You said NFT on John.
Shouts out to NFT anyway. Because
As a group, you know.
they've been killing it.
Who are you looking for? Charger?
I had it. I mean, I went on the phone.
Well, the big box one is there.
I stole it. My phone's dead. Where do you want it?
There are 2 charges there though.
There's another pack there, yeah.
Yeah, but you took hers. I mean,
It wasn't hers. She ain't got dibs on it.
all right.
You wasn't using it. It was on the chair.
I was using it, and then my phone rang, so I went outside, and it didn't ring. You know what I mean?
I was on 2%. What percent you on?
I
I
don't
hate people
matter.
do that.
No, it does
I
matter.
hate people
Because
do
I was
that.
using
matters.
it
That's why
first.
it's my charger. You can't be asking me what percentage I'm on.
No, that matters. That's a rule.
All right. Okay, well, let's get into headlines because this is
Oh,
just...
nobody wanted to do the risk.
No, that financial part was, that's it. That's the risk you guys are taking.
Yeah,
Let's
for
get into
real.
headlines, please.
All right, so our first headline takes us to Spain, right, where Spain's conservatives miss out on an all-out victory. And because of that, the left is celebrating too, man. So the leader of the Spanish opposition Conservative Party, Alberto Núñez Feijóo, has claimed victory in a snap election, but without the result he needed. Even with the support of the far right, his popular party, PP, has fallen short of a majority in parliament. The chairs at the rival socialist camp were just as loud as the socialist Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez declared the reactionary bloc has failed. While both can claim success, Spain is left with an inconclusive result. But Mr. Sanchez has been vindicated in his controversial decision to call the vote in the searing heat of a Spanish summer, when election day temperatures reached 40 degrees Celsius in some parts of the country. The turnout topped 70% as voters sensed the importance of the election. Some of them even broke away from their holidays and actually voted in their swimwear and things of that nature. But Mr. Feijóo told the cheering Conservative supporters that it was now his duty to try to reform the government. He said the Spaniards know we have gone from being the second force to the party with the most votes. I hope this doesn't start a period of uncertainty in Spain. Next headline takes us to Russia, where Russia has accused Ukraine of being behind a drone attack that damaged at least 2 buildings in the capital, Moscow, earlier on Monday morning. This morning, the Russian Defense Ministry said 2 drones were suppressed and crashed, adding that there were no casualties. Russia's state-owned TASS news agency reported that 1 drone fell close to the defense ministry. Ukrainian officials are yet to comment, but they rarely claim responsibility for attacks inside Russia anyway. Moscow Mayor Sergei Sobyanin said that the drone strikes hit the non-residential buildings at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he added that the buildings had not sustained any major damage. But state news agencies reported that some drone fragments were just 2 kilometers, which is 1.2 miles away from the defense ministry's buildings. And the last headline takes us all the way to New Zealand, where the Justice Minister has just resigned with immediate effect after failing an alcohol breath test in the wake of a car crash. The 39-year-old Kiri Allen was charged with careless driving and resisting arrest. She's the 4th minister from the Prime Minister's cabinet, which is Chris Hipkins, to leave since March. This is ahead of an election in October. No casualties were reported from the crash, which took place in Wellington on Sunday night local time. Following her arrest, the former minister, was detained at a police station for 4 hours before being released. She is due to appear in court at a later date. Miss Allen, whom Mr. Hipkins said had been suffering from extreme emotional distress, will remain a member of the parliament for now. She said in a press conference that she understood that retaining her ministerial warrant was untenable, especially for a justice minister to be charged with criminal offending. Ms. Allen, who was also the Minister for Regional Development, Conservation and Emergency Management, had recently taken time off due to personal difficulties, only returning to work last Monday. She confirmed her separation from her partner last month and is also facing accusations of poor working relationships with her staffers. So I guess all of that is just kind of messing with her, and it led to her, committing that crime, unfortunately, drinking and driving. But that's it for the headlines.
All right, let's get into what you say in topic of the day.
All right, people. So, today's topic of the day. I'm going to start off with this question here, and then obviously we'll delve into it like we normally do. And the question is forming an AI relationship cheating?
Yes.
Okay, straight to the point.
Yep.
What about you guys? We're going to delve into this after.
It's a sickness.
All right, cool.
That's all I have to say on it.
Where's it cheating to? It's not all sicknesses are cheating.
Most of them are.
It's actually a sickness though.
It might be a problem, yeah, but it's
Might
cheating.
be. How is that normal?
No one said it's normal. It may be normal. What if it was normal?
We ain't in the Sims game.
Because remember, there were a lot of things 20 years ago that wasn't normal. Today is normal.
True.
So is it cheating?
These are just bored, man. I saw this online. It's absolute foolishness.
So what do you think?
I think it's foolishness.
Where is it cheating?
How can foolishness be cheating?
I agree with your sentiment. It is
It's
foolishness.
definitely stupid.
So 2 no cheatings and 2 cheatings. Is that correct?
I don't know if it's cheating because to me
I don't
it's
think
just it's so dumb.
That
That
is not
like,
cheating. It's not cheating in the way that we all have come to know,
What's
but it's definitely a worrying state of affairs.
so? What is
Imagine your man actually did have thoughts of cheating, yeah?
Yeah.
But his alternative was actually, you know what? I'm not even going to mess this up. Let me
Yeah.
just make this woman up in my bedroom and chat to her. That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, wait.
So
See,
you're
even when
giving-
you're saying
you're
that out
thinking-
loud, I can't see it as sanity. But go on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
just
that's
not.
the
It's
bit-
definitely insanity, but it's like, what are we doing there?
Yeah, it's not.
What are we doing there? That
So
would probably
he-
be the
Yeah,
safe.
it's
That would be the better option for him to go and do.
Yeah, you can't get brownie points. If anything, now that's
So what are you gonna
worse.
get mad with? You're gonna get mad with. You're gonna ask him, "What's her name?"
No,
And then when,
no,
he,
no,
and then when he tells you the name, then you're gonna get mad with her.
I don't even ask that in a normal when it's a human being. But I think you can't get brownie points because you didn't cheat physically. You decided to do it on the computer.
You can't
That's
cheat.
sick.
How can you cheat
What's
with
an
something
AI
that's not real?
What is an AI relationship like? Break it down.
How can you cheat on? How can you cheat on something that's not real?
Well-
Even if your man fell in love with the AI, you wouldn't need to be worrying about cheating. You need to be worrying about his mental health. You need to go send him to the hospital. Either way, there's no. This is foolishness.
That's true, actually.
Okay. Well, to answer Gina's question, in this particular context, there's an app called Replica, right, with a K, and apparently 10 million people have already downloaded this app here, and basically allows you to design your perfect partner, right?
Is it free?
I'm not too sure.
I might sign up.
And this person, like Bard, like the Snapchat AI, it can have proper conversations with you. But you can also request selfies. You can request nudes as well. So I don't know if it's like some 3D anime type of nude. I don't know. Or if it finds, I don't know, stuff on Google, right, and puts her face on it. I don't know, or his face on it. But these are the things that you can do.
So you didn't do the market research.
No. But based on that though, the fact that you can request selfies, nudes, right, and have a proper conversation back and forth, right? Is it still the same to you?
I don't know, but if anybody here agrees with this that is cheating, just agreed with my sentiment that cheating is not a real thing. That, cause that's mad to me. So I don't mind.
Damn well, I do not agree with you when it comes
But
to
go off.
relationships.
If you are gonna tell me this AI thing is cheating, and this just proves my point that cheating ain't real. You just make up stuff in your head and just say whatever you want to be. Anything could be cheating. This is crap. This is all nonsensical.
I'm not gonna lie. I think, like Mark said, yeah, my main concern would be your
Yeah.
sickness.
Okay.
Like, because there's no way I'm gonna take you. I can't imagine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'll be so angry, yeah, but the anger will be on the
It wouldn't even be anger. If I catch
No,
my partner
like, are you dumb?
investing their time and feelings into something that's not real, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you're cheating on me. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay?
Literally.
I'm not going to feel any type of jealousy or anything like that. I'm going to be like, what's happening here? Like,
Would
are
you
you
be
okay?
angry? Would you be angry though?
No?
See, I would be
Okay.
angry, but my anger,
Be
you know, like when
concerned.
you know,
Yeah, I'll be
when-
concerned, not angry. I'll
do
be
you know
very
why I'd be
concerned.
angry?
Mm.
You're African. You know when you're young, yeah, and you hurt yourself, yeah. What was your parents' like first form of like emotional response? Like if I used to hurt myself, my mum's not comforting me. She's angry that I've hurt myself. Do you know what I mean?
That's how I am today.
But
See
you-
yourself?
Like what? Like do you know what I mean? That's what I mean by anger, not in a. Do you know what I
Okay,
mean? That
okay.
kind of anger, like
Mm.
how did we get here? Kind of thing.
Interesting. So, if for example,
I'd be rattled though. I'd be super rattled.
but you know, I think Mark makes a good point there, yeah. Because I want to ask you guys definition of cheating. What is cheating to you? I know it could be a very broad question in it, but what is cheating to you? Is it meeting up with someone? Is it texting somebody? Is it boundaries being crossed?
There's different forms, isn't it?
Is it breathing in someone's direction?
There's
it
emotional
flirting?
cheating, there's physical
Yeah.
cheating, there's different types.
Yeah,
But
emotional
I
and
think
physical.
at the other end has to be a real person.
But why though?
I can't answer stupid questions.
You're getting news from an AI, yeah. You can't tell me that is not some damn foolishness. And I don't mean foolishness as in you're mentally sick, because you are anyway to be chatting up AI. But if you're chatting to AI and you're getting nudes from an AI, how is that different from you messaging, you know, those like random sex pop-up
Is your man
ads you
watching?
get?
Is your man watching Pornhub cheating?
No, because watching porn. But is he messaging and is he asking them for nudes?
Who's them?
Whoever it is on the other side
There's
of
no one on the other side. It's AI.
it. So are
There
you
is
talking about AI
nobody
porn
on
or-
the other side.
No, but are you? But
No.
you then
No,
you, need
it's
to,
just
you need to be clear. Are you talking about AI porn or are you talking
No,
about
I'm
real
talking
porn?
about real porn. I'm saying if your man is just watching porn, is he cheating?
No, he's not cheating.
So then what's the difference with him getting the news
But
off
if
the
that's
AI?
it, he's just watching porn and that's it.
Yeah, but
if
the
he's
news-
investing time as you would in an AI relationship,
What is that?
that's crazy.
Okay.
That's like when you're, because we really and truly, some people have that mindset of, well, the person I'm talking to is on the other side of the world. I'm never going to see them. So technically,
It's
it's not cheating. When you start
2023.
doing
If watching
technicalities,
porn
it's
is
dumb.
all right, yeah. This is 2023. Man's using all the technology at his disposal. This is just a new way of getting your rocks off. It's not real. It's the porn's coming through. He's telling her to get in the positions he wants to. It's just interactive, more freedom of the porn shit.
Would you be open with your partner then? Just say, oh, I'm in an AI relationship alongside this
Oh,
relationship.
how can I be with a girl that's in an AI relationship? Are you ages or something? What the hell are you not talking about? This girl's a mad woman.
Yeah, it's true,
Why
like,
am I
you're-
going out of a mad woman
Are
for?
you okay in the head? Like,
I'm not going out
Yeah,
of a
but-
mad woman. So I don't understand. This is
I
just,
can't bother today
it's
anyway.
two totally different issues. How can I be with a girl that honestly is gonna look me in my eye and tell me she wants to be in an AI relationship? Trouble in there. I'm saying me and you are
Trouble in
me and you
there.
are
So funny.
you and the AI just go and do. You're a mad woman. I can't take up
No,
because one day you're gonna. I don't know
facts.
what else you're gonna come and tell me. One day, like you're gonna tell me. You can tell me anything after this.
yeah, it's not an issue of cheating. It's an issue of your insanity, bro.
Yeah.
You're going mad.
You're a mad woman. I can't be with someone like that. That's the bigger issue.
You've gone mad, lass.
That would be the bigger issue for me, that the person is crazy. And then, but also, I mean, yeah, maybe they're both crazy then. Maybe they're fit for each other. If your man is going to get in an AI relationship, yeah, and you're prepared to sit down and have an argument with him about this AI woman, you are equally yoked. You get what I'm trying to say? You are equally mad. Maybe you should stay together because that's bonkers. It's not even a real thing.
All right. Well, okay. You know what? You guys obviously think it's not, right? Esther, you say it is, right? Is it because of the emotional attachment? Is it because of the sharing
Yeah,
things with this personal thing that
Yeah.
they're not sharing with you?
Yeah, because I think, because like Yusuf was saying, there's different types of cheating. Emotional cheating is a form of cheating. So if you're talking to AI and whatever, that you're connecting emotionally, whether the thing is real or not, that is still something that provides you with emotional comfort that you're going to hide from your partner. So that is cheating for me, yes.
And don't you think? I mean, yes, you can say it's a bit. Go on, Brett.
Question.
Yes.
Answer.
So, I don't think that we actually deeping the intricate details of this, right? Because everybody in this room probably thinks AI is just disjointed, and it's not. It's probably just a computer talking to you. It has no sentient element about it, right? But you'd be very surprised as how observant this particular AI could be, how present this particular AI could be in this person's life, right? And it may not be a case where she's tapped in the head or he's tapped in the head, just going there for connection, right? This particular person in this relationship might be starved of that constant dialogue they need at a particular time in their lives, right? This is before you start arguing with the person when it is that you ask them, why are you talking to this thing that doesn't exist? And they say, but it's there for me, right? You might look at her and think that she's gone clear, but all she wanted in that particular moment was someone to just talk to, right? Someone who she could basically vent about her day and, again, just get a little response back, right?
And who wasn't
And
real.
she can still be, again, tapped in. I see it as...
But she wanted someone who wasn't real though as well. She could have went to a human and got all of these stuff. So she made a conscious effort to go to someone that wasn't real for that very reason.
We are at the stage where we are only seeing AI as some code that has We're just
It doesn't matter
entering.
what it is. It's not
Wait.
real.
I
You can do what you want.
I believe.
You can say whatever you want. It's not real, bro.
If we revisit this in a few years' time,
There's nothing changing. It's
Wait,
unless
wait.
the AI is going into physical bodies, androids or
You need to
something.
be open for the conversation. Do you understand? I heard what you said, and I heard that you have made your mark in the sand. I know where you stand. You don't know where I stand yet.
Alright, go on then.
Do you understand? Now, in Japan, we've been seeing people disconnecting from normal societal relationships and bonds and connections, right? And they've been living. You can say not living well, right? But it's good for them. Now, for me, if I'm not giving my wife something in the moments where she needs it, and the same way she might pick up her phone and jump online and talk to a stranger, Pete 1 2 3 4 5, and she could basically fall in love with that particular Pete one, not knowing what this Pete 1 2 3 4 5 even looks like, whether the Pete 1 2 3 4 5 is actually real or is a man. The same way this can happen. Without her being crazy.
Can I ask you a quick question?
No, I
No,
know
sorry,
that you're
no,
gonna
no,
say-
keep going.
I
No,
know
I'm
you're
not,
gonna say,
you
but
don't,
you
you don't,
have
you
the
don't,
knowledge.
you don't.
I don't know what you're
You
gonna
don't,
say.
you know, it's a quick caveat, yeah. If your partner was got into a relationship with a sex doll, full life anatomical,
Yeah.
one physical, one penis day, but he just sat in
Yeah.
the corner there.
Yeah.
But she gave it a name and offloaded on it and spoke
Yeah.
to it and got in a relationship with
Yeah.
it. Would you think she was cheating on you?
If Beyonce could have Sasha Fierce and whatnot,
No.
she
no.
could have duality in her life, and everything's fine. It's called spicy sex. Then
What, she's like a run. So she's not cheating on you.
she wouldn't stay with me. As in, I wouldn't. I wouldn't see that she's all the way there. But that's me right now.
No, but okay, to the girls, Esther, if I had a sex doll in
A man
the
can't have a sex
relationship.
doll. A man can't have a sex doll.
No, I know you can't have a sex doll, but I'm saying, would he be cheating on you?
Yes.
Yeah, but
if you're listen, this is what it is. Yeah, it's not about whether the thing is real or it's not. It's not about whether it's real or not real. It's the fact that you are forming bond with things and you are finding safety. You are finding comfort. You are finding intimacy.
Sounds like football.
in things.
So he's cheating on you with his club as well.
Let
That
me
sounds
finish
like
speaking. Let me finish.
intimacy, safety,
that's great. Let me
bonding.
finish.
No, this
Let me- if I
sounds
can
like
land the point-
United. I'm just saying, I feel home there.
Are you done?
Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, if you're looking at all the things that really that you get from a relationship, if you're starting to outsource these things, that is a form of cheating. Yes, it is a form of. But the thing is, you don't have to agree. Me, and you don't see relationships the same way. We never will. So this is just my opinion and how it is I think about stuff. If you got a sex doll and now we're having sex less because you got Bubble Beyonce, that's crazy.
No, it's definitely crazy.
Because whatever it is that you're giving AI, whatever it is that you're giving your sex doll, whatever it is you're giving Pete 1 2 3 4 5, whatever it is, all the things you're giving to that thing, whether it's a thing, whether it's a human, whatever it is taking away from what it is that you would normally be giving to a partner. So that is what makes it cheating, because you're not, that bond that you have with your partner is becoming less and less, while wherever you find comfort in, you're finding more and more comfort in that. So yes, of course it's cheating, whether there's something at the end of it or not. There's a lot of people talk to people online, they have no idea who it is. It could be anything. Do you get what I mean? But the thing is, you're finding comfort, you're bonding with these things, and what that does is that leads you and separates you from your actual real life partner.
100%.
Of course that's cheating.
We need to adjust the parameters of what cheating is.
They adjust
To
them. They
adjust
move the
the new age.
goalposts all the time. Cheating could be anything they want it to be on any day they wake up.
Okay, cool. So yes, it's cheating. He now agrees it's cheating.
I don't believe it's cheating. I don't believe cheating is a real thing. So it's a social
Precisely.
construct. So
Yeah, so it's difficult even talking about it.
it's facts.
Can I kind of push back though, Esther? Yeah.
And me.
Yeah,
I'm taking this stance as well.
Okay, I'm only saying this because like
Say, and me.
Mark's asked this question before about watching porn. Yeah, sure. There's people out there who religiously watch porn.
Yeah.
They know the stars and they prefer certain stars over the rest, and they're like, "That's my babes." You know what I'm saying? Or that's my man, or whatever. And that time that they give to that particular porn star, right, is time that they're taking away from their partners.
Yeah.
Is that cheating?
I think it can get to a very unhealthy place. I wouldn't be with a guy who watches porn and stuff like that anyway. That's not my desire and stuff.
Okay.
But I think, it can.
100%.
When you get to that level.
100%
when
is
you,
cheating.
yeah, that's the thing. When you get to that line, okay, I'm not listening.
Ball here. 100%.
When you get to the line, like you said, where it's now taking away intimacy with your partner and all that
Yes.
kind of stuff,
it's true.
it is that, because again, you're finding comfort and you're bonding with something else other than your partner.
Yeah, yeah. Let me.
So, yeah, it can
Let me
be.
elaborate. Right? Because a lot of people get triggered because they probably watch porn whilst in relationships right now, right? Cool. So
The whole chat.
So let me elaborate, right? If it now becomes the thing that you can't get off unless it's this particular person that you have in your mind or this particular person that you're watching, your wife becomes or your girlfriend becomes redundant, right? So in that sense, you are giving something or taking something away that was previously there and giving it to this particular thing. Even though this person don't know you, even though this person is just having sex with somebody else, your brain is now rewired. Do you understand? Once your brain is wired, you have no service to this girlfriend anymore.
Yeah.
So the same way it could be a physical person and your brain's rewired to just be cheating on this one, as in sleeping with this one physically or spending time with this one, you're not serving her anymore. So in essence, 100% she'll feel it as, well, what we doing here?
It don't mean it's cheating though, because you can have an unhealthy relationship or an obsession with something that's consumes your time. Doesn't mean you're cheating on your partner.
No, I hear that, and I'm
Our
living
work
in
husband
the
and
spirit
work
of
wives.
us needing
Our
to
work
basically
husband and
readjust
work wife cheating
what
too.
Cheating is
Our work husband and work wife cheating too.
100%, but that's easier to say than the.
No,
porn
I'm just
one.
checking with this
I can
video.
say that
Everything.
easier than the porn one.
No, so basically everything's cheating. Anything
No,
you
don't
do
do
anything
that.
to your girl that your
Don't do
girl
that.
don't like. Anything you do that your girl don't like is cheating.
The
Basically, no, because
parameters I've
we've been
set up-
checking. I've been checking. I've been ticking off and been hearing, and it's everything across
it's
the
not.
board. If your
It's
girl
not.
don't like it,
But Brent, do you know? Let me say this though, because I think Miles making a good
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
Let's talk.
Because this particular topic came from Oloni's appearance on Good Morning Britain, right?
I didn't know where it came from, but okay.
All right, that's where it came from. And she said, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but she said, you and your partner agree on boundaries.
Yeah.
So if it's a thing where you have a particular boundary set
Yes.
between you and your partner,
Yes.
it doesn't matter if the world thinks that's the case.
Yes.
If she thinks it's the case, like Miles is saying, it's cheating.
But this is accurate. You shouldn't be framing your life based on external factors.
Of
It
course.
should be the agreement you make with the person you're in this union
Exactly.
with. So what are you saying?
No, but this is why he's saying that it could be anything.
You just said you agreed with everything he said. He said everything is cheated.
I didn't say
everything can be
everything.
cheated.
anything they want.
This is, you see? This
that's the
is,
thing
you said
though.
you agreed with him.
I'm
This is
agree-
different.
How?
No, because you just said just now, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
whatever agreement, whatever contract you make with that one person, if that is broken, then it becomes cheating.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
That's not exactly what he said.
No, but I think Marx is applying that. Well, I could be getting it wrong, but
No,
it's
please, Marx, talk to
He's
yourself.
paraphrasing.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, if there was a man, yeah, who didn't want to go and talk to another woman, didn't want to disrespect his wife and disrespect the relationship and go and build any bonds with any other sentient beings out there or whatever they're called, for the proper rules, for the cheating as we know it, and got caught talking to an AI app that he made, you're gonna compare them as the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's just literally not the same
I
thing.
don't think it has to be the same thing.
Well, you're saying it, but you're calling it the same thing as saying it's cheating.
No, it doesn't have to be the same thing to now qualify as cheating.
Okay, go on.
You're when you said it's the same thing, you're comparing the level of it, right? But it doesn't have to be. If it is like kiss a girl, I see it's cheating, but that isn't as severe as slamming the girl up. That's what I'm saying. It's not the same thing, but it can still qualify as cheating.
Yeah, I know, but then I can say, hey, baby, to something that doesn't exist. And you're still qualifying as cheating. So it's anything and everything.
Yeah,
it's real things, it's tangible things, it's non-tangible things, it's make-believe, it's everything.
Now, this is why it's easy for me to understand where my take is coming from. You've just said just now, if you message a girl, I see that's cheating. You
No,
don't see
when I
that's
said
cheating,
when I said the girl, I was talking about the AI. I was talking about the AI.
I know what you're talking about, but let's back up a bit.
Okay, go on.
Let's go right from the very beginning, right? If a real person, if you message a girl, a real person, and I don't know, suggest that you want to,
Meet up or something.
is that cheating?
If
In some people's eyes, 100%.
yes,
right?
if it's if that's out of the boundaries
Right,
that
now
you say in your
remove the meet
relationship,
up. You're just talking to this person constantly, day in, day out.
is that cheating? No.
All right, and you're sharing nudes or you're sharing suggestive text, so sexting. Is it cheating?
Yeah, that's cheating.
No. I'm talking to Marx because Marx is saying just talking to the girl is not cheating. But let me put it one step further: is sexting cheating?
I don't believe.
I
yeah.
know you don't believe in cheating.
One
but
second, no. I'm gonna say I believe everybody's got their boundaries, for what they do. I've had conversations with people, and I have not cheated with them. I have not done anything with them. But if your partner saw the context of our conversations, they would not be happy.
All right,
So people set their own parameters, innit? That's still not cheating.
The girl that you are seeing In my head, the majority of the women that you'll be seeing, if they see that you are talking and giggling and sexting with another girl, they're going to say that you're cheating. Do you agree?
Yeah.
All right, let's stay there.
Yeah.
Now, you haven't met up yet. You don't even know if this person is real. Do you understand? And this is where I bring the AI in. Do you understand? You still don't know it's real yet, but you're doing the same thing.
I know the person is real, but I get what you're saying. I see what you made.
I'm with you.
I'm with you. I see what you're doing here. I'm with you.
And that's why I said I can entertain this argument because it can be made. It can be made. That is it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I want to mention something. Stacey basically said, I think this was in reference to me mentioning the porn thing, about how it's not cheating because obviously you're not communicating with the porn star virtually. So what about those situations where people, them babe station things where you can call up and you talk to them? What if a guy
She didn't mean that. She meant just watching porn. You are now saying you're interacting with a person whose life. That's different.
Yeah, that's true. But remember, there's still an emotional connection.
No, I understand that, but don't misunderstand what she was saying.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, fine. All right. I wanted to ask you another question because I feel like we're kind of getting there, right? Mark's mentioned the whole sex doll thing as well. Esther and Gina, right? Do you guys feel like using sex toys is cheating?
No.
Why?
No.
You say no, or you say why?
No.
Okay, no, why?
Is masturbating cheating?
No, we'll come back to that.
No, I'm just asking.
Or masturbating with your own hands, or with the pocket pussy.
Anything.
Wait. What's the
Usually are making penis-shaped objects. Some of you've even named them. Some of you've got personal bonds and attachments to them. Some of you don't know that these things get you off better than real life.
Some men can't do.
It's the same thing with AI. It's your AI cocky, and you are cheating with your AI cocky.
If it gets to that point where it is that you are not giving your man this particular thing, and you go to that, 100% he will feel that he's losing out on something, and he's gonna get in his feels and you say, "Yeah, you're cheating on me with this thing," and it might sound weird for him to say it, but it will be legit.
Come on, man. Let's be fair. Then, in the name of fairness, if AI is cheating, sex toys is cheating. It's AI cocky, baby. This is what it is.
That's great. You didn't even let me finish my sentence, and then you made your judgment. So that's great. That's fantastic.
Sorry,
He's answered the question.
finish
No,
yours.
he's answered it. He's answered it. Let's move on.
Gina, you feel the same way?
I don't think it's cheating.
Oh, what the sex toys? Do you feel like the AI thing is cheating though? Besides the sickness part.
No, it's sickness. I can't see something that's sickness as cheating. I'm not gonna lie.
Two
It's
things can be true.
Yes, that's true.
Good for you. I don't think using sex toys is
because
cheating.
I can't wrap my head around it. I'm not gonna lie, but no.
But what if you form an attachment to it?
What sex toy?
If I form an attachment where I'm not then having sex with my partner, or it limits the amount of sex I have with my partner, then yes, that is a form of cheating.
Okay, that's
Just
fair
like your AI relationship will do.
That's fairness. I just want fairness.
Okay. Makes
You're
sense.
not a justice fighter. You need to calm down. But I want fairness. This is what you want fairness over.
Basically, she's saying BFFR.
Literally. So I just want fairness.
I just think it's I just think it's unfair. I just think that, and again, the AI, I get what you're saying, it's capable of whatever. It's not real. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
That's what I
So
think.
there's certain people that might have attachments to it, and I think that's a mental health issue, yeah? And I think if someone in a relationship, in a committed relationship, in a marriage and whatnot, had all these urges to do certain things or whatever, but said, actually, no. I'm not even gonna do that. And then went and made something up, and they're talking to something that's not real. There's no heartache, there's no jeopardy there for anything or whatever. That's the decision that they made to go and do. I think that's a lesser evil than going out in the street.
There is jeopardy there, though.
How?
Because you're going to spend time.
You can't spend time with it.
You are spending time with it.
It's on your phone every day.
Do you spend time on your phone? Are you an egg? Do you spend time on your phone?
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? What do you mean you're not?
So who am I spending
time
time with? Am I with Instagram? Am I spending time with YouTube? Who am I spending
Yes,
time
you're
with?
dedicating a lot of time to whatever it is that you're doing. You are spending time. You're not spending physical in presence time. You're not going on a coffee date.
And I get what you're saying. Yeah,
you
but
are spending time with that. And the thing is, spending time with that takes away from your relationship. So yes, of course, it's an issue.
But again, if I
I'm
got engrossed,
not going to give. Let me finish speaking. I'm not going to give my man brownie points because he wanted to cheat physically, but he's like, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do AI instead. That's a psycho.
Exactly. And if you got engrossed with the AI, yeah, there's a bigger issue at hand than the cheating.
But I'll be honest with you, if you're, this is the thing, everyone's relationships has boundaries and whatever, yeah. All of this crosses into dishonesty because if you can, I feel like if this is not a bad thing, if this is just normal, if it's not that deep and this is not, it's not real, so it's not that deep, then you should be able to say to you, oh, 1 sec, I'm just talking to Stacey on AI.
Yeah, polygamy thing.
But the thing is, he won't. You won't.
That's because of embarrassment. That's not because of. That's because of
No,
embarrassment.
so that's the thing. My thing is, if you're gonna go extra lengths to hide it and whatever else, that is a form of cheating. You're not gonna get brownie points. When I find out this is what you're doing, I'm not going to give you brownie points.
If Brent fell for bars, he wouldn't tell us.
I'm not going to give
No,
you
but
brownie
listen.
points.
If Brent fell for bars, he wouldn't tell us, you know.
That's great for
and he
Brent.
he tells us about bars, all these other aspects.
I'm speaking to your point about the fact that he should get brownie points because he didn't physically go to cheat with a human being that he can meet up with. I'm not going to give you brownie points for that. At that point of finding out, I'm not going to think, do you know what, actually, to be fair, you do respect me a bit because you didn't go with a physical person. No, that is not anyone's thought process. You're not gonna do that, and I'm gonna think, oh, what we need to do is go to a doctor instead. You're a fool. You're a fool all around. I'm not getting you medical help.
This needs
Get your mum to do that. I'm not getting you medical help.
This needs to be put in the category for sure. Like it's definitely something that is, it's an eyebrow raiser, right? But I don't think should be put in the category of cheating.
But I feel like that's what it is, though.
No, it is for me. I've got one big caveat.
Sorry, caller, hold up,
right?
please.
If there's no real person at the end of it, for me, it's not cheating. It's something else to me. If there's no real person at the end of it, for me, it's not cheating.
But that's the key there, to you.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm
that's the key
Yeah,
there.
I'm just talking about myself. It's concerning, of course, that you're investing your time and your emotions into AI, and as your partner, it's going to be concerning. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, but I'm not going to feel like you've cheated on me. You know the emotions attached with cheating? I'm not going to feel that. But I'm going to feel something, but it's not cheating for me.
Yeah. Morning, caller.
Morning.
Morning.
It's good vibes caller, guys.
What are you trying to
Talk slow and throw us off.
say for yourself? Could be keeping it for 2 seconds.
I was just gonna say that first of all, I know why Brent brought up, like I get what Brent means. I feel like what's his name? Mark was born as a Jamaican granddad. I was born as a grandma personally, so I get it. It's like this technology rubbish is what like you guys grow up. But at the end of the day, in Japan, you know how like, there's a term for incel and stuff. There's a genuine term that like all like the whole culture knows as like these group of. It starts at teenager, but it can be AKAs. It happens for years. They go into their room, they actually are on the computer, and I swear to God, they don't see their family members. To the extent of where guys how can I say it? The police have made like, you know, we have like first aid, and like as a country, most of us should kind of know the kind of staying alive, pressing the heart thing. In their country, they've actually made a warning for like, okay, you teenagers that go into the room and lock yourself for 5, 10, 6 years at a time, months at a time. This is what you do when you come out and your parents are dead. Can you imagine how common that has to have been for that to be something that like is a public health like message that's being sorted out in that country? I think that says a lot personally, and it has a proper diagnosis. It has a Japanese word. It has a translation in English, but literally the diagnosis is that basically you've been in your room for 3 months, locked away, and all that stuff, and that's when it kind of starts that kind of, whatever you call it, solitude, whatever. So my point is basically that it's a thing, and I feel like the men are feeling calm about it yet because it's not normalized in our culture yet. I think the more and more, because like somebody was saying, I think John, it's really, really responsive. It's really scary. Like some of them, there's some games that like have the AI and you're doing up Inspector Blue's Clues to find out who's the murderer. And they're actually responding to you. They're actually like throwing you shade and stuff. So you guys need to be aware of like, imagine you can create your perfect partner. Imagine everything you said, and it starts to kind of like learn you. So I definitely think that it's really important to go with somebody that's equally yoked. And I feel like a lot of people are scared to have conversations about sex. Some people are sex addicts. Somebody's like not necessarily a match for others. And I feel like you and your partner need to be aware of your levels of like, horniness. Some people don't think sex is acceptable, other people do. Personally to me, AI is still cheating. Cheating. But that's just me. But yeah.
Beautiful. And it's called Hikikomori.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, my lovely. Bye.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. Bye.
All right, so it means, let me just give you the breakdown of what this actually means. All right, in Japan, there's a term called hikikomori that refers to people, often adolescents and young adults, who withdraw from social life and isolate themselves from society. Hikikomori individuals typically stay in their homes or rooms for prolonged periods, sometimes for several months or even years, avoiding social interactions and personal relationships outside of their immediate family members. You're right, guys.
Thank
over
you,
there.
vibes caller.
Yes, thank you very much for
They're
that,
downloading their
Roberts.
babes.
That's exactly what they're doing.
That's really what they're doing.
That's literally what I'm doing.
I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, that all these things, like it's about the boundaries you set in your relationships and stuff like that. Some people operate on a lot of technicalities when it comes to cheating. Some people think flirting is. Some people don't think flirting is. Some people think until you physically meet up with the person. But it's about your personal relationships and the boundaries that you've set in your personal relationships. As for me and my household, that is a form of cheating. That is just me. So there's no need to push back about it. That is just how I see it. And in your household, it's not. And everyone's happy. Everyone's great. And you got to be equally yoked. You got to be people that, see boundaries the way you see them.
Straight.
Otherwise,
True indeed.
we chop breakfast.
All right. Well, I think we've touched on everything there, man. We can move on.
Let's get into our headlines.
I'm trying to download it now. I don't know why it's frozen.
That's because you haven't updated your phone in ages, man.
I have updated. I updated it the other day.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I apologize.
Well, our next headline.
Moving.
I'm not sure if you guys heard about this, right? But flights have been arranged to get hundreds of Britons out of Rhodes as thousands continue to flee wildfires on the Greek island, and new evacuations were announced on curfew as well.
My friend's actually there, Yeah, and he showed it on his story, like the wildfire and how it's getting closer to the hotel, and it were to get on a boat. It's looking crazy.
They have to get out of there, man.
Yeah.
Tourists and residents huddled in schools and shelters on Sunday in Rhodes, with many evacuated on private boats from beaches as flames menaced resorts and coastal villages. Scores of others were forced to spend the weekend sleeping rough on beaches, pool sun lounges, and even on the streets. A total of approximately 19,000 people have been rescued from the island in one of the largest evacuations in Greek history. Greece's emergency communication service has also now published evacuation orders for some areas of Corfu after wildfires were also reported there. There's other areas as well that they're saying they may have to leave, or have been told to leave actually, by yesterday evening, like Santa, Megula, Porta, and a few other places. But yeah, man, it's looking quite serious there. Next headline brings us back to the UK, where more than 38 million patients in England have had to wait longer than a fortnight for a GP appointment since the government promised everyone would be able to get one within 14 days. In September last year, the government said patients would be able to see a family doctor within 2 weeks of booking a consultation. Theresa Coffey, who was the then health secretary, she promised to prioritize the issue with a laser-like focus. These are her words. But between October of 2022 and May this year, the most recent month for which figures are available, nearly 5 million patients waited more than a fortnight for a GP appointment every month. Waits of more than 2 weeks may include some for which that is appropriate. This is what the House of Commons Library suggested. They could reflect patient preference as well as enforced waits. So it's not necessarily they're trying to get one within 2 weeks. Some of them may be fine with just waiting 3 or 4 weeks, you know what I'm saying? So that may skew the figures they're pretty much saying. And the Department of Health and Social Care said it had recently pledged £240 million to help tackle the 8 a.m. rush and make it easier for patients to see a GP using technology. It's also claimed its long-term NHS workforce plan, which was first promised in 2017 and published last month, would recruit and retain hundreds of thousands more staff. And the next headline here, this is a big trigger warning, people. This might be the biggest trigger warning so far. So please, if you can't thingy, please, you know what I mean, take a little break. And yeah, this is crazy. But basically, America's first ever elected transgender lawmaker has been charged with horrific child sex offences after allegedly getting her daycare worker to send her explicit photos of toddlers in her care. This is the first ever elected transgender lawmaker. So they open the door of, let me not talk too much because I might go off on one, right? But basically, Stacey Maureen Lawton, who's 39, is a former Democrat representative, and this person could face up to 30 years in jail after being charged with aiding and abetting the sexual exploitation of children. The former New Hampshire state representative was arrested after daycare worker Lindsay Groves, 38, was accused of taking explicit photographs of children aged between 3 and 5 years old in Massachusetts. Groves was reportedly in a relationship with Lawton, and the two had discussed the sexual photographs of children in more than 10,000 messages. Department of Justice documents showed several sickening conversations between the pair who fantasized about sexually assaulting young children. Their alleged conversations were detailed in full in charging documents, but they were too horrific to reproduce. This is how the extent of these animals are going, right? According to the documents, Lawton told Groves to touch a child's genitals, so she took a picture and sent it to her for her sexual gratification. She allegedly used natural bathroom breaks for the children, such as routine diaper pull-up changes prior to nap time, to take multiple photos of these prepubescent children in a private bathroom. This is what allegedly is the case. Yeah. Groves, who's a former employee at Creative Minds Early Learning Centre, was charged last month with sexual exploitation of children and distribution of child pornography. She's accused of taking naked pictures, like I said, of 3 to 5-year-old children and disseminating them, according to these charging documents. The charge of sexual exploitation of children can lead to a sentence of up to 30 years in prison. And then Ashura Police Department began an investigation into the allegations after receiving an anonymous tip-off. So I don't know how this anonymous tip-off, that means there's somebody else knows, innit? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the very first elected transgender lawmaker in America. This is what this animal is doing. Yeah,
Nuts.
so yeah, let me just behave myself and stay there. And yeah, time to pay the bills.
All right, let's go into some word and road.
Crazy.
Say again?
Never mind.
That's going to be at the end.
Okay, cool.
So when I'm finished
Oh, okay.
on the thing, you can read the update for us. All right, so basically, Jamie Foxx, since his whole health complications and all the stuff that happened with him, he did a video to the public to thank them, which was really wholesome to see. It's very wholesome to see, very sweet. And he talked about how, you know, he knows that people wanted him to like make a statement and all that kind of stuff, but he didn't want people to see him in that light, in what was going on with him and like tubes and tied to things and all that kind of stuff. And he wants the memory of what people have of him and the image of what people have of him to be how they see him, like, you know, just good vibes, joking about all that kind of stuff. And he also thanked his daughters and said that his daughter saved his life, and that he also thanks his family because they kept everything in house, and he can only wish that other people have that as well, because that meant a lot. And he just allowed him to just recover and when he needed to and how he needed to. And it was really, really sweet, man. It was really sweet. And but he's well, he looks good. And he said, obviously, because he didn't say anything about it, it just meant that people were going to come up with all sorts of rumours and stuff. But Jamie Foxx is good. Ariana Grande has been trending all weekend. And it's wild. It's wild to me why she's been trending. So last week I told you that she's allegedly separating from her husband again, a divorce from her husband. And there's also been reports that she's now got a new boyfriend, apparently. But basically, the reason why she started trending is because that guy, the guy she's seeing right now, he and his wife are separating. And so the TikTok people, the people that pay attention,
That they're both
then did, second?
So both of them are separated.
Both of them are separating. But they kind of come in with this narrative of Ariana tends to be with men who are having relationships, and then the men end up leaving their partner to then be with Ariana.
Really?
So there's like 4 examples here. But my thing is, and this is how I feel. I'm not Ariana Grande stan. I don't know what she calls her people at Butterfly. I don't know what she calls them. But when it comes to like relationships and stuff, I feel like the person who should be cast is the person who you made a commitment with. Do you know what I mean? So they're calling her the cheater, but she's not. She's the cheatee. If these men do cheat and end up with her, sorry, why am I in it? It's the men that are leaving their partners to be with her. Anyways,
But
go on.
then what if she's pursuing these men knowing that they're married?
Then that'll be different.
Because we don't
That'll
have
make it
we
immoral.
don't have context. Do you know
That's
what
the
I mean?
thing, and that's the thing. We don't have context, but based off not having context,
It's the assumption,
people have
innit?
literally been going at her all. Like, I don't think you understand. All weekend, it's been crazy. But so the first person, this is what the receipts are saying. So remember, she dated Pete Davidson. So basically, I mean, it starts. So in 2018, allegedly, she cheated on Mac Miller with Pete. And he was in a relationship with somebody else at the time. It was a girl called Kazi David. And then in 2020, the girl came out and said how she found out Pete was cheating on her with Ariana on Instagram. So there was that one. And then obviously there was a whole Big Sean thing as well, when Big Sean was with Nia Rivera, that's it. When he was with Nia Rivera, she also came out and said that she believed Big Sean was cheating on her because she walked in one day and Ariana Grande was in her house. They could be making music, who knows. And then there was when Big Sean allegedly, so they broke up. Ariana and Big Sean went out. They broke up, whatever. Then apparently there was when Ariana Grande was Big Sean was with Jhené Aiko in 2019, and allegedly they were co's in the studio and whatnot, whatever else. And then her husband, who she's separating from now, his ex posted that she posted a meme that says, "When you see your ex with the person they told you not to worry about." So she posted that meme, and so that just kind of fueled rumors that, you know, she must have, or he cheated on her with Ariana, whatever. And then the guy that she's with now, he's separating from his wife, and then she's obviously separating from her husband, and then TMZ reported that they might be going out together and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's all a mess. Obviously, because we don't have context, it is tricky. But I think where I find it weird, and I'm just like, oh, patriarchy's done a number on you people, is that literally people are just cussing her the entire weekend. And I'm like, yeah, but there's two parties to this if you're going to be cussing people. But anyways, that's that on Ariana Grande. She hasn't said anything about it. I doubt she will, to be honest. She just gets on with her life, which is the best thing to do. And then also, the UK, I don't even know what to call her, UK influencer, she's a YouTuber. I really liked her back in the day, but she's just she does not come across nice at all. But Breeny Lee got cooked over the weekend, as she should have been, rightly so. So last week I told you about the Nigerian influencer, sorry, trigger warning. The Nigerian influencer, Austa, who passed away, who got killed, actually. She didn't pass away. She got killed by her boyfriend, who confessed on his Insta stories, and the authorities are looking for him and all that kind of stuff. She then posted, a screenshot of the news that the girl died. And not that the girl died, the girl was killed. And this is her caption. "When you allow a man to sponsor your whole lifestyle, he will think he owns you. Sad what's happened to this young lady. The wages on sin is death. Romans 6:23. Trust in the Lord to provide for you and never sell your soul for materialism." When she was getting dragged by the last thread on her stupid crop top, because she was on, whose table was it? Because she was fighting for table and Kojo's table.
Yeah.
You didn't know to trust in the Lord for provision of your bottles then.
Do you know what really annoys me though, yeah? Did
So
you see how she tried to like double back?
I've got that too.
But the double back, I just thought, no, because you started off by saying that this girl, basically because she was getting her lifestyle funded, that's why she kind of like
That's why she got killed.
And you had like her doubling back. I'm like, you're still not addressing it. You were throwing shade, and like talking on something that doesn't concern you. Anyway,
it's mad. So she said that, and then obviously she was getting cooked, because my thing is, it's about reading the room. Someone's passed away. Someone's like, her mum is literally, her mum doesn't even, we don't know, no one knows where this guy is. Like, someone's passed away. That's someone's friend. That's someone, even if you don't know anyone that's connected to the person, someone's been killed. And you think this is the time for you to come on your, what is that content with the girls, the modest girls, the ones that dress like they're going out for tea every other day of the week. Those girls. You think this is the time to push that stupid content of yours? Like, what's your problem? So she was getting cooked and she was getting dragged, as she should have been. But she came back and she said, "This is part of the reading why I took a break from socials, because everything you say is up for misinterpretation. Just got a call to say I made a blog headline based on something I wrote on my story regarding the young girl who was killed by her boyfriend that grieved my heart so much that I went live. Here is my statement of clarification." She did go live. I was not going to change that. She said, Here is my statement of clarification. So the verse, "For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal through Jesus Christ our Lord. I did not mean her death. It was aimed at him." You didn't make that clear. You did not make that clear at all. "He has ruined his life and the life of another because of sin. Nobody deserves to die how this young lady died, period. Why would I say that?" She said, "Breakdown. Sin living in us influences us to do evil things, resulting in death, spiritual, emotional, and physical. 2 people died that day. Twist my words if you will, but I don't condone murder." She said, John 3:16. Peace and blessings to all.
But the joke
Peace and blessings
is,
to you, sis, first of all.
you didn't address what you said in the beginning, because number one, how do you know that this girl was getting her lifestyle funded?
She was an influencer.
Again, she's a Nigerian influencer, so I saw a lot of Nigerians talking about she's from a wealthy family. Like, you clearly don't know her.
You don't know
you're not
her.
from Nigeria, so you don't know anything about her. So for you to make this statement, like, where's the evidence and the facts that?
But you know what's mad? Yeah, she was in a relationship with this man for 3 years. So even if her lifestyle is being funded by him, they were in a relationship. Did he come to you to ask for money? Did he scam you for money? Did he ask you to contribute to their holidays or anything like that? Like, for me, that stuff like that, I just feel like it speaks of jealousy. There's a bit of envy in that you don't want to address. And that's just that, man. I just think it's wild. But again, just in this word and roast segment, patriarchy 2, the wholesomeness 0 at this point. Who is next? Queen Mojo. So basically, she was on GMB News. She's been on there quite a few times actually. But she was on there, and the conversation was about plus size conversation and all that kind of stuff. I think the topic was to do with someone's partner wanting to dump them because they put on weight or something like that anyway. But she also was getting dragged. This obviously the dragon, I don't agree with this one. But she was getting dragged at the weekend, but she did put up a post and she said, feeling emotionally exhausted after the past 24 hours, this GMB debate turned online discussion has gotten way out of hand. I'm now being attacked on my posts and in my DMs across all platforms. I just want to live in a world that is accepting of and accessible for all. I honestly didn't realize being fat was such a crime. My goodness, the debate wasn't even a real debate. It's literally to make you, the viewer, feel something. It's never any more than that. People think I'm expecting Richard Branson to appoint me CEO of Virgin, which I don't. It's morning television. It's all sensationalized. It's not real. She said, Jen and I are literal friends. This other lady that was on there. We have known each other since we were 9 years old. We laughed it all off in conversation. I was just saying it'd be nice to feel a bit more comfortable in certain places. Something we would all benefit from. Am I going to take apart airlines and alter all planes? No. So it's about like airline making space and all that kind of stuff. And she said, no, are British Airways sending me a letter of apology? No, it's fine that you don't agree with my points. You don't have to go and tell Jen you agree with her and celebrate the points you do agree with, or become a personal trainer seeing as you know how much about health and weight loss. And I remember both of the ladies are actually saying that some of the points as well is about health, because a lot of people think that because they're not plus size, you're healthy. No, your lungs are screaming for help. Your heart is dying. She didn't say that. Those are my words. She said, the comments, the essays, the DMs, stop, it's enough now. You've been heard. Literal thousands of you have made comments about my appearance, my weight, my hair's banging. She's got a low cut. She's a stunning babe. And I feel monumentally uncomfortable. I know people don't like their mental health card being played, but I would ask that you bear in mind how much your comments can impact someone when there's already been thousands of them, especially. Talk about me in your group chats, blah, 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 whatever else. She said, if you hate fat people, if you absolutely despise them, if you think they are the scum of the earth, if you'd rather wipe them off the planet, take all that frustration out on the food industry that keeps us all in a cycle of hunger, self-hatred, and fast food consumerism. Then, because she does like Mojo motivation, she does a lot, like check out her page, Queen Mojo, _Queen Mojo. But she says, you wouldn't always feel your best. She posted this quote, you have hard days, you face challenges, you feel discouraged, and sometimes you're just not okay. But the beauty is in accepting yourself, loving yourself, knowing you are good enough, and not giving up. So big up her, send her love. I hope she's all right and the trolls have stopped. I don't understand, man. If you don't agree with someone's point, you don't have to come and fight them over it. Like, I think it's a sickness when you don't agree with what someone said and you take it upon yourself to be in their DMs wishing them dead and wishing them all that kind of stuff. Like,
Definitely.
Are you all right? Because you don't agree with the point about plus size people having more space on the airline. This is the hill you want to die on. It's crazy. Trigger warning on this one as well. This is about another psycho. And it's sad when people, oh crap! I forgot to put his name. Oh, that's so. And I wanted him named and shamed. It's sad when people are talented.
I was literally about to ask you who it was.
Yeah, I'm so annoyed I forgot to do that.
Can you send to yourself, please, Gina?
Sorry. Oh,
Thanks.
yeah. When you put the what's it called? The caption, the description. Can you put his name in there, please? I've added it to the thing now.
Alright, okay.
Thank you.
Who is it?
Brymo,
I don't know who that is.
the Oleku guy. He's the one who
is
sings.
it?
Yeah, that's Ice Prince that raps. But Brymo is the background vocal. He's really talented. He's got a sick, amazing voice. But he's a sicko. He's an absolute sick individual. So basically, yeah, Adekunle Gold's got a new album coming out. Tio Tequila, big up Adekunle Gold. And I think his fans are just asking him questions or whatever about it, right? So then someone said, someone tweeted, Adekunle Gold is in his sweet song era. This new jam clear. He's got a new song up. Adekunle Gold said, always been, now you know they listen, as in I've always been a sweet boy. He has always been making sweet songs. He says, tell me one Adekunle Gold that's not sweet. That's true, he can't. So the guy, someone else then comes in and says, Brymo supports they're your album, so you should have Brymo on your album. Adekunle Gold said, no. Adekunle Gold didn't say anything. Then Brymo quote tweets that the whole Brymo should have been on your album. He quote tweets and says, AG reached out later. I like to think that he didn't check in again, but by will or fate, because I turned down the same request many years before. I also did the same with Simi. So essentially, years ago, Adekunle wanted to have him on a song or album, whatever. He turned down the request. So he's saying maybe he didn't come around this time because he turned down the request. But
He's
he said
married to
also,
Simi, right?
yeah. So he's also married. So he said he also did the same with Simi, and Simi is Adekunle Gold's wife. Their baby, yeah, is like a perfect blend of both their faces. She's the cutest thing ever. So yeah, so he said I also did the same thing with Simi. This is where he's a crazy person. He says I said I wanted to get intimate to create intensity. I didn't know they were together, of course. So obviously, when Adekunle Gold first came out, I would say Simi was known in the music industry before Adekunle Gold was, and people didn't know they were together, but they just mind their business. You get me? In the same way they got married, like they're very private about their business, like that, whatever. Obviously, now everyone knows they're
You've got a
together.
question.
I was just gonna say, so when they both came out, they were together already.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She's like, yeah, because you hear her on his early, like some of the early vocals, backing vocals and stuff.
Because I remember when because I definitely knew her before I knew him.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
was doing
same.
like doing songs with Fowls. And
yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah. So
Okay, cool.
so he came on the scene after her.
Okay.
Well, they were in a relationship and stuff, yeah. So he said, I didn't know they were together, of course. And then Adekunle Gold was like, don't disrespect my wife and my family, get help. This man goes on, yeah, to then say that there's a part of me that, this is Brymo, there's a part of me that wants to feel remorse for my requirement for collaboration with a talented Simi, as in she has to sleep with him for him to collaborate with her. Yet I am reminded that I was indeed and honestly seeking to experience the outcome of making music with a female act I was bedding. I proposed the same thing to Efia too, the Ghanaian artist. So women are coming to you for features based off your talent, and you can't feature with them unless you sleep with them because you think that's going to create some kind of magic. And you're gonna I feel like,
Your voice.
you're gonna voice that.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Let you know where the Me Too movement is in Nigeria anyway. So that just says that anyway. But anyway, to cleanse all of the foolishness, all of that. Molly May's engaged.
No.
Can we get some horns, please? Because you were doing horns for other things. I didn't want you to do.
Gina, send it yourself, please.
Can you do the horns while you center her? Or she centers herself? Thank you. I didn't even like the horns. But yeah, Molly May's engaged. It was so cute. She posted a video. She and Tommy posted a video where he proposed to her, and he had their baby, and it was so cute. And to be honest, I thought they were getting married. I forgot they weren't even engaged.
Well, they're married already as well.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought it was a wedding, and I was like, "Oh, this is so cute, nice and intimate." And then the caption just says "forever," and they got proposed yesterday, or they got engaged yesterday, 23rd of July. So big up the longest standing Love Island couple. And I remember people were on her like, "Oh, you're just moving for the money, and this is fake, and blah blah." And they've been together through so much. For how many years now?
What year was that season?
I think theirs was 2019. What are you in now? 2013. Yeah, about 4 or 5 years now. I think they've been together.
Oh, so they both met on Love Island.
Yeah, she was a bombshell.
Oh, nice.
She was a bombshell, and then people really, really doubted their relationship. Like, even after they came out, even when they moved in together, like years after that, I feel like even last year people still doubted it. And here they are. They've got a baby together, and they're engaged. I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy for them, man. Beautiful. But we also have an update from Friday's Dilemma. So, Gina, to you, sis.
So, for those that didn't listen on Friday, we had a dilemma in where one of our listeners basically was explaining that she, long and short of it, had cheated on her husband with her work husband, basically. Had a one-night stand and then ended up getting pregnant. So sis was asking us what she should do. So here's an update. It says, thank you for reading my dilemma. I don't know why any of the men weighed in. She wrote in capitals, so I had to shout, sorry. I sent it for the girls to respond to. It was sis, what would you do?
She's just angry that we didn't say anything that was on her side.
Anyway, Gina, thank you for not reading my name, but it was a fake name. So you asked for an update. I don't think any of you have been in a 5-year relationship where real things are experienced and are at stake. I do so much for my husband that has afforded him the comforts of financial freedom. So of course, I should be worried about this being taken away from me. We do have sex, but nowhere near as much as in the first 2 years. Anyway, I'm not going to keep the baby. I spoke to my work husband and he told me that he's got a child on the way and he thought that he'd never be faced with this problem from me as I was married. He was just having fun and going with the flow. He asked me to abort it. I can't risk having the child not look anything like my husband, and I fear that my work husband may end up outing me to my husband, as he's the type of man who can't know that he has a child and not want to be in their life. I'm furious with him as he never told me that he had a child on the way. If he didn't lie to me, we wouldn't have ended up here.
Wait, hold on. Did you hear that? Wait, hold on. I can't risk the baby not looking like my husband. So she was gonna lie to him that it was his child. This guy was disgusting, brother, about doing capital. Shut your mouth, bro.
Sis, I'm not gonna lie.
Shut your mouth.
This update isn't any better. Do you know what it is? Sis is hard, yeah. I'm trying to be very, but sister. It's very hard because there doesn't seem to be any remorse at all. Like, you don't seem to regret cheating on your husband because you're saying that if your work husband told you he didn't have a child on the way, then you wouldn't have ended up there. But you shouldn't have ended up there in the first place, babes. Do you know what I mean? So your accountability doesn't seem to, is not present at all. At all. But thanks for the update, I guess.
Thanks for the update. I appreciate the update.
Yeah, and to be fair, you're not really asking me for advice on what to do, in my opinion. So
This is it. That's why I've got nothing to say.
let me just keep my mouth
I just have to
shut.
thank you for the update because we did want an update. I wanted to know how the situation was going to pan out.
Yeah, but
And I'm glad I've got closure on it now. So thank you, girl.
But how do you guys, if I'm permitted, because obviously, I mean, it's not just what would you do today, innit? But, you know, she obviously wants us to ask permission before we can chime in. You know what I'm saying? So
you're asking us for permission.
Exactly.
Okay.
How do you, like, what's your thoughts on this?
Go watch
her,
Excuse me?
What happened?
What's our thoughts on the dilemma?
No, not on her response.
Oh.
Not on the dilemma. Obviously, you lot gave your opinion.
I was going to say, you could watching Friday's episode. What are we doing time-wise today?
Actually, like, anyway, yeah, go on. Yeah,
So
what's
what
your
our
thoughts
thoughts on this?
on her update?
I think it's nuts to know that you were considering keeping the baby and lying to your husband. I mean, that's what I'm getting from the fact that you're saying that you can't risk the baby coming out and not looking like your
Yeah, because
husband.
that shouldn't have been a thought.
So
if
the
you were
fact
never
that
going to
you were
lie about it.
So the fact that you were considering it is beyond me.
And I said that on Friday, you know. I said, I hope
You said,
to
do you
God
remember?
you're not even
You're
thinking about that. Because I said,
it.
that will be
It's
vile.
nuts. It's scary. I will never lie.
I think that's the only thing I have thoughts on. Because really and truly, we asked for an update. And she's told us an update on how things are going to move forward. But
And also-
lying on saying that was his kid and that was not his, that's horrible.
I think that's worse. I think that's worse than.
I think that's the worst thing.
Yeah, out of
that's the worst
everything.
thing. That's worse than cheating.
Yeah, literally.
That's the worst thing you could have done. But you haven't anyway, so you didn't.
Brent, you know, people, they may not believe what I say in it, so they may want to hear it from you. Am I responsible for these dilemmas?
Emmanuel writes all the dilemmas.
I can't believe this.
Why you asking that? Like, why did you? Why would you have asked him that? And expect something different.
Why do you think you made it up?
Yeah, can you imagine?
But what would the
I
benefit
can't
be?
think.
You
I
weren't
can't
here,
think
though.
as sick as this. Huh?
But what would the benefit be?
No, I think they just for us to have something to talk about. or this is what we do. Oh no!
No,
Wait,
man.
do you think we're here
Can you imagine?
for no reason?
This is real people, real situations, man.
You think we're gonna wake up every day that everyone's alarms goes off to come here to do hypotheticals?
They must
I
think
think it's beautiful
they must think the
because-
callers are AI.
I think it's beautiful because
So they're not real then.
they seem to think that these people can't exist.
Do you know what it
understand?
is?
I think it's a
That's
woman.
the
It's
part
because
of
it's a woman.
It's because
It's because it's a woman.
I'm not
They
gonna
never
lie
would have
though,
trusted
because
that.
if this was a story from a guy,
They wouldn't have questioned
it.
it.
It would be a lot more believable.
But who said it that they thought you were making up? I bet it was the guys.
Women.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the
loads of them as well.
Nah, that's the thing. But that's good though. I like the fact that the women are questioning because that means you're wholesome. So keep being wholesome. But
It's
I like
just-
the wayward ones because we need the dilemmas and keep sending them. I need people to live on the edge. We can't all live the same way.
Wait, y'all have never met women with this type of capability?
I have. So I wasn't. I
Gal is
wasn't
wicked,
shocked
you
on my
know.
I'm
grades.
telling you. Anyway, let me.
I told you so from the beginning of time.
How do you know?
Because man is dog and
No, I
gal is
know how
wicked.
you know. You
Do you know what it is?
You have sex with them.
How
do you know that
Do you know
gal
what it
is
is?
wicked?
Because based on the stats, yeah, 30% of men are raising kids that are not their own. Not based on I
okay,
know
that's
this
what you're
is
saying.
I'm taking on this woman, someone else.
Yeah.
Some like they don't know the woman that said this is your kid is a liar to the core.
But you know what? How
Satan
do you not
personified.
know? Okay, but this is
I
what it
agree.
is, yeah. How?
You're smiling.
No, I'm not smart. This is my face. How do you not? It's the joy of the Lord because I don't cheat.
Amen.
But how can you not know?
All right.
Actually, no, you can't. You can't not know
Stacey.
that that's not your kid. Okay, do they not know that that's their child? That's not their child because they slept with her, or some men can't remember if they slept with her or not.
No, they sleep with them. They're in a relationship with them. They believe this woman's a beautiful, wonderful, faithful partner.
Okay,
and
and then
so
she's
they
cheating.
wake up and then they're raising a kid for 18 years, 21
And you
years.
know how- and it's
Murray,
when
you
they
seen
find
Murray?
Yeah.
And it's
You
when
are
they
not the
find-
father. They didn't know.
You know how sometimes like you might go to
Do you get what I mean?
and it's them situations, isn't it? Where you might go to the hospital, you might have to do like a
Blood test or something.
blood test or something,
Yeah.
and then you see that.
You find out it's not
Like the
yours.
you know
kidney,
my
the
truth?
transfusion
Actually,
or
they
the
don't tell my
kidney, and then they're saying, well, boy, we can't give you the kidney because you're not
that's
there.
the worst thing, man. Stacey's asked Esther, but I feel like we spoke about it already on Friday. But do you think she should come clean to her husband? I feel
Why?
like now, okay.
No,
remember,
because
remember before we were saying how like figure out what you want to do first if you're going to keep the baby X Y Z, right?
Yeah, but remember my whole thing though about her coming to clean to the
The
husband
dumping, the
was
trauma.
because she would feel guilty and she's you're dumping stuff on him. I don't believe that. I feel like what she needs to do now she's sorted out the baby situation and whatever. What she needs to do now.
Women are psychopaths, you know.
No, I think
they
she
are.
needs to come
Who you calling
clean.
a psychopath?
All women.
Me.
You don't would even consider. She's just. It's
Consider what?
Consider what?
She's got rid of the baby. What's she telling her husband? No, you saying
So,
what? You talking about
what-
after
do
the
you
fact? Tell him what's going on. What happened?
No, wait.
they're-
I have to let them know
they're
you're an
saying,
egg.
Don't,
You're an egg.
Don't tell him.
Because
No.
I'm saying don't
I'm
tell
saying
him.
that she should tell him.
No,
Oh, see, that's
no.
why I was confused. I thought you were supposed to. See, you're not crazy. Go on.
Say, go on, crazy.
And I said this on Friday. When I say it, I said Margs will not agree with what my advice is. I said this on
She actually
Friday.
did. She
When we
knows
said
she
the
did.
dilemma, because obviously it was like what she should do. And I said, clearly you seem to be like pressed about it, right? And you're talking about your beliefs with this stuff, yeah? So just come clean to your husband. Because also I do think it's mad for you to leave your husband and him, like, imagine you leave your husband and you make, I feel like, own your truth, innit? Like, if you're gonna break up with a man,
Like you break up with her and she sees you to see
no,
your baby.
because
that's
no,
mad.
but do you know what it is? You're basically saying
9 months, innit?
your
I'm just avoiding
marriage
9
ain't
months.
working for you, right? You're lacking intimacy, all the things I said before about there's no point in you continuing in the marriage because clearly this isn't going to be the last.
But also, she kind of backtracked on the intimacy thing.
Yeah, she did. Because she said sexless.
Yeah.
Now she's like, I
That-
didn't mean
it's
all the
not sex-
time.
It's basically she's not having as much sex as she wants, but still having sex. So it's not sexless at all.
But I think they define sexless as something like if you have like maybe sex once every 3 months or 6 months or something like
Stupid.
that.
That is sexless.
Yeah, that's what they define it as. That's why she said that.
What's every 3 months?
Someone that you're married to,
When I'm married.
you sleep in the same bed
Yeah,
with.
imagine.
Oh wow.
What if she had a work husband and cheated on him? Do you know what it is? My thing is, I don't have thoughts on it. Like, it's her life in it. But I think my thing was just, I think lying, and this for anybody who's currently pregnant and wanting to do this or is currently doing this, I feel like lying that someone's child is someone's when it's not. I think that's such a horrible thing to do.
Some guys don't
It's
know.
not fair on the kid. We can do DNA tests, though. That's the thing.
If you're not
there's
sure,
DNA tests you can
I feel
do.
like if you're not
you
sure,
can do DNA tests even in the pregnancy
then
stage.
you're wicked.
Do you know how many
If you're
guys?
unsure, you're wicked and
Do you know how
bad.
many
I don't
guys
think you
cross
are.
over and they pick the
You
one
just
that
make
they
sure.
want?
No, I'm saying if you're
Yeah.
unsure,
No
and you
checking.
don't check and you leave it,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you're
yeah.
bad
You're
mind.
witch. You're witch.
100% they do.
If you have no idea, like in your head, it's never even.
And you just
know
don't
what
want
I mean?
closure about it.
No,
Then that's
girls
different.
will just pick the ones that they want.
No.
They'll just cross over. Yeah, like
that
she slept
mentality-
with. I slept with Tree Man this last
To be fair,
week.
you picked the most stable one.
Yeah,
He's
see?
a good guy.
This is
That's
just-
your baby now. You've earned this baby. No, it's horrible, man. You can't be doing that, and it's not fair on the kids as well. I always champion for kids. I don't think it's fair on the kids for the kid not to know their real father and stuff. That's wild.
A lot of women don't care about
I
that.
can't
at
believe
all.
she was going to
Just
do
like
that.
this
you know.
woman.
I
Just
can't
like
believe
this
she's going to do that. I said on Friday, I hope she's not thinking about it.
You know the thing is, yeah, Danielle made a very good
Yikes.
point. Yeah. I think she commented under the Instagram post, and she said people make mistakes, and I 100% agree. Right, like people make mistakes. This and the third. It could be wild mistakes. Everyone likes to judge this and the third. Fine, but I think the way she's handled the mistake to me is what makes me think she's an animal.
No, I think she's great. She's done it to TDA.
Yeah, besides that part, that's the only good part.
How was she handled it? She didn't do nothing.
She's blamed everyone except herself. Everyone.
Esther, there's
Yeah,
been
she has.
there's been
Everybody.
zero
No
accountability.
accountability
No,
at
okay,
all.
but
I remember
wait.
we're big on.
No, but wait
Girl.
though. Yeah, because Brent likes some. If I'm writing my dilemma into what's it called, a show, am I really gonna give you that? Is there okay? The accountability that needs to take place. Is that taking place to the people, the public people, or am I just telling you my dilemma?
No, take accountability in the message as well, man. You can't
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Do you
not
know
doing
why?
that.
Be like, look,
No,
I
because-
messed up.
no,
I
because-
was an
No, because
animal,
I'm writing to you guys for a
Listen,
solution.
I
No,
was
you
an
said I
animal.
messed up as an
Yeah.
animal.
Don't call it animal though.
What?
Don't
Why?
call it animal. You can just don't call it.
For real.
This is
I-
real
animals
people
are
in real
better.
situations,
nah.
guys.
No, but
Animals
no,
are
that's the
better.
thing. So my thing is, yeah, if she's got a dilemma, she wrote in for us to give our opinion on what it is that we think she can do. I don't need to take accountability for you. I'm not reflecting in the email. I talk about long messages here all the time. You think I've got time to sit down and hear how sorry people feel about the actions they've done? Baby, no. Let me know the action and let's see how we can help you.
But-
I don't think it's for us to know the accountability she's taken.
But then she should take out. She's taking out her accountability and how she feels bad about it. Take out also the blame you want to put on everybody else in the situation.
She didn't blame anybody. What did she
No,
blame?
Esther.
She did.
Everybody.
She blamed the work husband.
She said that if
What did
he,
you say?
because he
Because
lied to me, and if he didn't lie to me, we wouldn't be here in the first
I'm thinking about
place.
the first dilemma.
Oh.
Yeah, she's
Girl.
silly for that. Because I feel like even if whether he had a baby come in or didn't have
no,
a baby
you
come
shouldn't
in,
have gone in the
either
first
way, baby girl,
place.
you were still cheating. So
This is
the
it.
number of
Like,
kisses he's
how
got
is it his
is
fault?
relevant. Now, why am I
Because
in
he's
it?
having a baby on.
Yeah.
Because he's now having a baby on the way.
And she's subtly blaming the husband too for
How?
basically giving her less sex. That's what basically what she's
I've
doing.
heard men say that though. I've heard you say that before.
Yeah, 100%. But at the same time, I'm just talking about it's
Now,
just
what
the
the man
blame.
said, I just want fairness.
This is it. I'm
No,
being fair.
You're not being fair.
If I wasn't
I'm not
being
being- you're
fair,
not being fair.
I'm being very fair.
You're not.
I'm
You're far from fair.
I'm tempering what I
He's
want to
fair,
say.
and you are nowhere even near fair.
Nah.
Because I've heard you use that mindset of, yeah, but if she's not doing this and he's 6,
But this is why I said to you earlier, I feel like people make wrong judgment calls all the time. But afterwards, she's blaming everyone. She's talking about how her husband is this, that, and the third. Talking about, well, I helped him get financial freedom. It might be the case.
Do you know what I find
Fantastic.
funny?
But basically taking away the responsibility that he had on his own finances too. But you did it all for him, right? And on top of that, I don't want to lose that. On top of that, I can't risk this man raising a kid that don't look like him. That's a
Do you know the biggest thing that
Let
you
me
guys
relax.
missed? Yeah, is how she read us. She said none of y'all have been in a
Can
5-year
Can you imagine?
relationship.
Can you imagine?
She said you haven't. None
Can
of
you
y'all
imagine?
have been in a relationship. You have to make serious decisions. But obviously, being a shade queen, I rated that. I said, yeah, you dragged us a little bit.
Sorry, how about anybody else in this room being in a 5-year relationship?
Yeah.
Everybody, but at least half.
No. She said,
She just
you haven't, no,
Yeah.
Rachel, you haven't been in 5-year relationship, but you have to make.
That's worth. It's,
Okay,
When
okay.
you have to
You
make
have to
serious decisions.
Okay, fine.
So say you are just in relationships for vibes.
literally.
She's going through things.
Yeah.
It's because she's married, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not married, so
You know people that married,
Fair play.
they won't let you hear words.
Are you married?
Who, me? Yeah.
What's she talking about?
No, but like Esther said, having to make this type of decision. That's what she's
Decisions
trying
where
to.
you cheat and you get pregnant.
yeah, and get
you have
people
to
pregnant.
discover
and
that.
then-
No,
That's
that's what she
unfair.
said. I don't think any of you have been in a 5-year relationship where real things are experienced and
Oh,
are at
but that's
stake.
worse.
How do you
That's
know?
even worse.
How do you know?
That is
That's
worse.
worse. That's worse.
She said you guys don't
That's
go through
worse.
things.
She said you don't go through real situations. That's worse.
Can you imagine?
I'll be honest, I think that line was cold. When I read that, I said, okay, go.
I felt a breeze.
I was like, okay.
Chilly in here,
Your
innit?
bad self. But I'm glad she sorted out her situation, man. Personally, I don't think she told her man. I like people to live with the guilt. I like people to live with the pain that they've done. And if she does, I hope she does feel guilty. If she doesn't, then okay, it's relevant. But I like people to live with the harm they've caused. Like I want him to show her ex a lot of love. And she has to live with that and be like, damn, man, he deserves better than me.
What? That's not good enough. So wait, you want him?
This is how I live.
Let me clarify this.
I believe in torture.
So you
I
think-
believe-
wait.
yeah, this is how I live.
So you think, right? You remember, and I say this to you sometimes, you have to remember, you are a logical,
You're slow, bro.
exceptional, good woman.
Yeah.
Don't conflate you with this type of person, right?
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me that this type of woman, right, if her husband treats her fantastic, she'll feel tortured.
I hope so.
Do you know what she think? She'll
Yeah,
think,
but-
I made the best decision right now to abort this punk ass baby
said, "Of course,
and
because I'm
stay with this.
pregnant."
Yeah, 100%. That's her.
I wouldn't be able to have this champagne in bed.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
But I like
I'm
people.
just-
I like torture.
That's not
But
good.
this is how I. But this is how I. To be fair, actually, you're right. This is how I operate. Like I don't get into arguments and you know, the whole AI thing. You're like, why would I'll be like to him? Why are you cheating on your AI? I'm not doing any of that.
But yeah.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm just dropping the screenshots of you talking wicked to AI. Sorry, what's
Keep your voice down
Yeah.
over there.
Me as after 7, yeah? What's going on?
No, we padding over here. Sorry.
yeah, man.
Nah, but At the end of the day, I just feel like she should. Hopefully, man, she just changed her mind, man. And
No, but
just-
it's sorted though. What do you want to do actually?
I just wanted to feel some type of remorse for the guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And then maybe just. I really don't know. But I just feel like her attitude stinks.
But
That's
you know what
all.
it is though? A woman who's done in a situation, who's checked out a situation, doesn't care about a man, yeah, she packs her bags and she goes. I think that the fact that she's been she still wants it to work, or she still wants to stay in the marriage is because she actually cares about him. So I think there is some kind of sorry. Because you know one thing about women, yeah? Women will deal with bullshit, but the moment that woman does not care anymore, there's nothing, not even Jesus can tell her to care again.
I agree with you.
So I feel like if she wanted an escape, she would have aborted the baby and just escaped and just gone on with her married life. So I feel like the fact that she's still there says I do believe she feels bad. I don't think that she wouldn't feel bad. I think if she's wicked enough not to feel bad, she would have flexed on that. She would have thought that was a flex and she would have put it in the email.
Why do people love suffering so much? Why are you expecting her to end her marriage for? I don't understand.
No, because Marks was clearly she's not happy.
What?
I'll be honest with you. If I get away with cheating, yeah, and I love my man and everything like that, I'm not ending that.
Why should she leave her marriage?
I won't be ending that.
She fuck around, she found out.
I think she should move forward.
If you fuck around,
Yeah.
you gonna find
And
out.
she found out that it was low. The intensity of finding out was low. It was at 0.1%. She barely found out. I think she should just go forth now and just repair your marriage and have more sex. And don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
If you write in again, I swear.
If she writes in again, just to be insulting us. That's it. She just want to insult us. That's
No,
it.
because I like people writing stuff in, man.
Yeah, update us again on this update. I don't know. Maybe
Nah, the
something else happened.
update I want to hear is that we're going to St. Lucia to celebrate our vow renewal.
Even that, at least.
That's a good update.
At least.
But
You know
sis,
what I mean?
work
At
on
least
your
the
marriage. I'm
family-
actually rooting for you.
Yeah, at least the marriage, the family's kept together and there's not a disrupted thingy. But Brent don't bring the question to me. That's how you going.
Yeah, question the boys.
Go on.
Normally, you say you need to respect your wife whilst it is that you are stepping out, right?
Yeah.
Don't let her find out, right? Because you can still get your rocks off and still love your wife, right?
Yeah.
Isn't this just what she's doing?
Yeah, she's straight. I ain't got no
How
qualms.
about
with
you,
her.
Manya? I mean, you should like the fact that it is that she's kept it away from
That's
her
what I said. She
husband.
fuck around, she
Come
find
on,
out. She
don't
should get
dilemma
back. She
that's
should get back on with her
happening.
marriage.
Husband is nonetheless, he's still sleeping fine.
She should get back in the car. Honestly, she should just get back in the car, go to the destination.
Come on, boys. I mean, keep the same energy, you know?
Fairness. All we want is fairness.
Emmanuel, you man?
Fairness is not equal. I'll leave it there. Fairness is not equality.
But
Simple as
he's
that.
none the wiser.
Yeah, I know.
Literally.
So you would be happy in a relationship where your wife's cheating, but you just don't know.
That question.
If I don't know, I
That question
don't
doesn't
know.
make sense. He would be
Yeah.
happy in his relationship.
Yeah, that's the question. That's
would be.
the end.
That's
I
it.
don't know.
That when people ask that question, it's always so weird. If he
was gonna-
doesn't know, he
yeah.
would be happy
don't
in his
know.
relationship.
Because I was going to say, you got to agree with that. Because I remember you told me that once. Like you
No,
said,
it's
yeah.
like you
so you
technically don't know,
So
innit?
he doesn't know. So she should just be on her merry way and just.
No,
Didn't
but
she help
no,
this guy get
Get some
financial
more.
freedom? She's probably a good wife as she currently
I feel like
stands.
she is.
Yeah, she's a
I do
good
feel like
wife
she
as
is.
it currently stands. He's happy. What are you talking about?
No.
Let them be happy.
No, he don't know, but you can still answer the question because we're living outside your relationship right now, isn't it? So
Oh dear.
would you be happy being in a relationship and your wife cheating and you just being in a
Oh, the
business?
question you're asking me, if my wife is cheating, would I want to know? That's the question.
That's a different question.
That's the question. Would you be happy in a relationship where your wife cheats on you all the time and you're just oblivious to it?
Is she a good wife?
Sorry.
But he wouldn't.
But I
He
don't
wouldn't
know.
know.
Yeah,
I think it's the other question.
I know. Thing is, you guys know what I mean, man.
I
Come on.
don't.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'll answer the question.
Go on.
If my wife was cheating on me, right,
You would want to know.
and people around me knew, I'd want them to tell me.
Changing
and
the
not-
parameters.
Nah, the parents just changed now.
Change the
Chinese
parameters.
Christmas.
No, I'm not changing the parameters. I'm trying to, because your whole thing is if you don't know, it won't hurt you in it. So it's me. So you won't get the information. But the only thing for me to get the information is someone tells me in it. It's not about people knowing. It's about how the information can get to me. Because if I don't know, then obviously I'm oblivious to it. But if people can tell me that, right, then I'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But even if they don't tell me, I still don't know.
I know you won't know. But what I'm trying to say is,
Would you want to know?
would you want to know? Would
Yeah,
you
but
want
that's
to
a
know?
different question. If my wife is cheating, yes,
Yeah.
I would want to know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's a different.
Exactly.
That's a different question you're
it's a
asking.
different
me.
question.
I think it's the same question. I think
Because
it's
the
the same
thing is,
question.
because if I don't know,
if your wife is cheating, would you want to know?
That's-
the same question. as
that's
what I asked
not
before.
the
It
same
is kind of the
question.
same question.
All right, cool. It's the same question.
No, but okay, explain to me how it isn't.
because your first thing was,
Yeah.
if your wife was cheating on you and you don't know, would you be happy like just living life. But I would be because I don't have a clue.
Yeah, it's a
so
different
really, the
question.
question is more: would I want to know if I'm happy, if I'm living happily and
Yeah,
blissful, marriage
yeah,
is great?
yeah.
Would I want to know that my wife's cheating on me?
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I think those two things are kind of one and the same for me.
So,
yeah?
so let me
I
give you
hear
an
you.
example
I hear
of what
you.
I'm trying to say, yeah? If this woman,
Yeah,
was my better half,
yeah.
was
The rib.
my rib, made me a
Flesh
better
of your
man,
flesh.
helped me excel. Every aspect of my life
Yeah.
was better
Yeah.
because of this woman, and I liked it, and me
Yeah.
and her are here.
Yeah.
And she's cheating on me.
Yes.
I feel like I'm gonna be lesser without her, but I'm oblivious to this situation. Yeah, I would rather be happy and flourish with
Yeah, but
my
you're different
gal.
because you're cheating too. Most
No,
probably.
see now you move the parameters
Wait,
again.
wait,
Now you move
properly.
the parameters again.
I'm not losing
You're
parameters.
hilarious. You're like, most probably, come
Yeah,
on.
most probably you're cheating too. So
You can't do that. That's
why you're fine with it.
This
Be
ain't
honest,
fair.
be
Okay,
honest,
you know
be
what?
honest.
I'll forget it.
There you go.
Forget it. Forget it.
Go. But this notion that anyway, even go to your point, Esther. Maybe
Yeah.
the second question makes more sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
If your wife was cheating, would you want to
know.
To know?
Yeah.
Right? Would you want to know?
It depends on what if I'm gonna lose her. Is she good for me? Is she? Am I in a bad relationship or a good relationship?
Everything you just
You're in a
described,
good
you're a great relationship.
I'm in a good relationship. No, no.
You?
No, definitely.
Brett?
Yeah.
You would want to know?
Yeah.
There you go.
Because I do believe that.
Because these men are weak. After they think they're gonna cry in their yard,
I
and then
never
they're gonna
cried
be,
over a woman
and then
in
they're
my
gonna be lesser than. You get me?
That's
Repeat that, Emmanuel.
I've never cried over a woman in my life.
That's not a flex.
Huh?
That's not a flex.
Hey, it's fine.
It's not the flex.
It's fine.
It's not the flex you think it
I'm-
is.
I'm basically just saying it just won't happen.
You man are gonna cry, yeah. You man are gonna
me.
cry, be lesser then you're gonna hold that hurt and you're gonna hold it against every other woman you meet, and you ain't never gonna have another successful relationship again. That's what you are gonna do.
I don't see
Also,
that.
you believe in soulmates then?
Yeah,
Okay.
Do you believe one soulmate or like multiple?
You believe in
I
one?
believe you got multiple.
No, he doesn't, Emmanuel.
I do believe in the soulmates.
No, he said you believe in one.
Yeah, a soulmate.
No, but okay, but you know, like soulmates can be like friendship soulmates as well. So do you just believe in one romantic soulmate?
Yeah, there's one romantic soulmate.
Oh, honey.
Wait, to be honest, you can continue saying that. I know why you say that, so just leave it there.
No, I want to know why. You know why he's saying that?
That's all right.
Are you alright? Fam, put my
Today,
tea
yeah.
on your nose.
Everyone needs to reset
Give it
tomorrow.
a tap again.
Bring your throat. I'm joking.
What? All right, let's get into people's journal. Man catches her after all of this, yeah.
Is what?
If her man catches her after all of this, after all the great lengths she's gone,
Well, she's airing out her dirty laundry on a show. So if a man catches her, that's her own fault, bro. How are you getting into yourself in this situation? And you're
There's
telling
no way
everyone?
you should be married watching this show and thinking this is about.
no, I think it's calm.
Exactly.
I think,
I'm trying to say,
no, no,
if
no,
if you are, your marriage
No,
is your
no,
screwed.
That's what- don't put people off sending
still,
diamonds in.
But still, if you do something this heinous, are you going to broadcast it? Even if it's anonymous or whatever?
I mean,
but you know what is, okay, this is what, I feel like
It's
the only
anonymous, but
way,
it's
the only
still
way it's an
insane.
issue is if her man, say they have bonding moments where they both watch TDA.
Yeah.
That's silly.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because she used a fake name anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, like, no, I think she can get away with it.
Of course you can. Just start screaming all type of whores at the screen, and he's not going to think it's you.
And you'd be like, yeah, crazy. How did she do that? That's what I would do. I'd be like, oh, that's disgusting.
No, but hold on, yeah. What if, like, in their relationship, like, they've become a bit distant? Obviously, he knows that she watches TDA. He watches TDA too. He knows that they barely have sex. He might have a whiff of this work. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's that far-fetched for him to put, like, do you know what I mean? As much as for us, we're like, oh, no, he probably wouldn't have a clue. But imagine in their reality, like, he watches the show and he's realised, like, these little things. Do you know what I mean?
Listen,
you know,
if you're a man out there and you have doubts right now, you're listening right now, you got doubts right now.
It's you.
It's you. It's you. That guy listening right now with the doubts, she's talking about you, big man.
No, because he will only think sexless. But again, he's having
He
enough.
might know
yeah,
about
but he's
work
having
husband,
enough.
though.
But he's having enough sex to keep it. So he probably doesn't. Do you know what it is? Yeah, a lot of people
How can
cannot
you know
look.
why they're not having sex?
No, because a lot of people do not. No, because he's having enough sex for him. She's the one who feels sexless.
How do we not
But-
know that he's not even slinging his dick outside?
Oh no, Danielle said that they tried to cook her. Some dumb two people that couldn't read.
Oh, is it?
But you know what it is? Yeah, my thing is, yeah, I think that a lot of times when things are about people they don't know, it's staring them right in the face. So even if this man is a proper listener, maybe he's Black Rob, who knows? He calls into the show. He's not gonna know it's about him.
True.
When something's about you and it's staring you in the face, you don't know it's about you. He's not gonna know. Pick up you, there, sis.
So he says we do have sex, but nowhere near as much as in
the first 2 years.
She said that.
Yeah.
We do have sex, but nowhere near.
As
Yeah, but people
much.
say
So
that
they've been married for 7
statistically about.
years then.
No.
No,
Nah,
five. It's still
5
5
years.
years. So 3 years of.
No,
3
but
years
they
of-
said for the last 5 years, my marriage, her original thing was the last 5
Yeah,
years.
but then she just reconfigured it and said in that 5 years, the first,
first
2
2
years,
years, yeah.
and another 3 years.
But statistically, that is the thing though about married people. They have less sex as they go along. That's what people don't marry people they like. So, conversation for
The
another
normal marriage people, ain't that normal for like people and couples and stuff? After a while, there's only so much sex you're not gonna have. You get
time. No,
what
if you
I'm
like your
saying?
partner.
Can I ask
No,
a
if you like your
question?
partner.
Seeing as I need to get educated sometimes about sex. What's
go.
healthy?
What's a healthy amount of sex?
Let's start with the first 6 months. What's healthy? Can you go around the room? What's healthy amount of sex a week?
I don't know
Let's
because
go
I
around
think
the room.
everybody's
First 6 months.
1 second, because everybody's situations are different, innit? Some people are, I don't know, got work, got other
For
commitments. Some people
you,
don't live together.
let's go around the room.
What, do I live with them? Am I with them every day?
Yeah, no, that's
It's a good-
Am I with them every day?
that's-
This is an important question.
Yeah,
Am I with
yeah,
them
no,
every
it's
day?
He said for
Come on.
you though, like for you, what's the healthy amount?
No, but he's asking, making a good point. Do we live together or not? Just add that.
In my head, I'm
Yeah.
thinking whatever situation you're in right now,
Okay.
and what you would want, and once you have a girlfriend, apply that.
Okay, so first 6 months, if I'm guessing we're not going to be living together, 3-4 times a week, maybe?
Ooh, you got a lot of time in your hands. How about you, Yusuf?
Yeah, I think about the same. About 3-4 times.
Okay, and is this with you living with the person or not living with the person?
Not living.
All right, cool. How about you, Gina?
I don't know.
Answer the question.
I don't know.
What would be,
Because
what
my
would
thing is,
soothe
it
you?
depends if you live, like, you could live really far from me. Do you know what I mean? There's just
Yeah, but what would be, what
okay,
would be
I'd say same as you, lot,
acceptable?
3 to 4 out of the
Ooh,
7.
Okay, cool. Esther?
Mine's 3 to 4 as well.
Okay. And
That includes weekend smashings.
when you say weekend smash, is in more times than...
Yeah, we've got more time on the weekends
Alright,
than during the week.
So you're just talking about sessions?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
as in
yeah.
visitings.
Yeah.
That's exactly
yeah.
what I was basically
Yeah, yeah.
going to say. And I'm thinking you may see each other like 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Or maybe just twice.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
every time we see each other,
unless you incorporate rounds,
Yeah, yeah.
then it's, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
so-
Yeah, no, but
so we're not
but-
counting, we're not counting rounds.
we're talking about how many times you see each other.
Yeah,
not
we
how
were
many
talking about
rounds you have.
rounds.
Sometimes the flesh is winning, but
The visiting.
spirit is winning when the flesh
Yeah,
is weak.
about 2 or 3.
2 or 3. All right, cool. Now let's just say
2. because you may only see each other twice a week. You know what I mean?
Sexless relationships.
No, but you know that's why I asked, yeah, because like I said, if you lived in Croydon and I lived where I live, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but
See
weekends
that
though.
journey, yeah?
But this is not just weekdays. This is 7
but that's
days.
what- no,
7
but-
days.
But you may
for
see
room.
each other once
No,
on the
but you're
weekend
here-
and
Esther.
maybe have dinner during the week. So it's like
You
it's
want me
easy.
to be
Croydon.
Croydon.
If I'm seeing you twice, boy.
Right. All
That's
right,
a long distance relationship.
all right, cool. So now it's a year with that same person.
Yeah.
Right? It's now established. It's
Yeah.
a year. You've showed them to your families, this,
Yeah.
that, next, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
How many is acceptable?
And it's still the living situation is the same.
Yes.
It could be same. It might even be more. But
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Marks?
Yeah, if I live in a situation ain't changed, then it'll probably stay the
Still
same.
the same? Okay. Emmanuel?
So what was the time period?
A year.
Yeah,
now.
now you're a year into it.
Same.
Okay. Gina?
Same.
Okay.
Same.
All right, cool. Now, fiance/marriage, right? And it's now 2 years and a half.
And you're living together.
Yes.
Obviously.
Then you're getting slammed every day.
and more than
Every day, yes? You?
more.
2 years in?
Yeah.
Sex every day? Cool. Gina? Sorry. No, because I had it on the wrong person.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine it being more.
Yeah, a bit more.
But give me a number.
Like 5, 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Because if
say
you sleep in a
5.
bed with me, even if I don't chop it every night, you're gonna get chopped every morning.
One rest day at least.
Right, so you're right.
No, I'm just saying, you know.
All right.
You're hilarious.
I'm
No, that's facts though. You know what I'm talking
This is
about.
an experiment here. Go on, Gina. You say it every day.
I'm gonna say
You're a
5.
busy woman, you know.
I'm gonna say 5.
5 times a week.
Yeah, but
times a
can
week.
I be honest? What Mark's just said made me laugh because I think it's realistic.
I'll be
Interesting.
honest, mine
In
is
the
4,
sense
man.
where, you know, you might be tired,
Yeah.
like you've had a long day, it's the last thing you want. But
Yeah.
in the morning,
All right.
rise and shine.
All right, cool. Cool.
Yeah,
Esther?
mine is 4. Mine's a strong 4.
All right, cool. And Emmanuel?
Got things to do.
2
2 years
years
in.
married.
Married?
There's no kids yet, right?
None.
Cool. Marriage. You lot are not realistic.
Wait, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get to that.
Let's go
I'm gonna
get
get
to
to
that.
that.
Go on.
What's tea?
Because you are married.
There's no tea.
Such a double touch.
That's the way we're about to do that.
That could go down to like once a week.
Okay.
Oh!
All right, cool.
Tell me
What?
You guys are looking at him thinking,
Celibacy.
all right, cool.
Yeah, go.
Who has been in a relationship longer than a year where
Me.
sex has been present? Now, how many times do you have sex every week?
My situation is different, please.
Well, we're now looking at separate situations. You understand? Obviously, we've been just speaking from outside of the particular glass house, right? Now we're inside the house, so we're talking about actual lived experiences. Let me move from you then.
Yeah. She's
Wait, he's still talking to
Yes,
us?
I was talking to you. And it was how many times did you have sex? Because you said what Max was saying.
Excuse me,
Legit.
hello.
This is.
My situation was different, so anyway.
I did move the
I'm
camera.
even just realizing what you're talking about. Yeah.
I did move the camera. I moved the camera.
Yeah, this is not unrealistic. I'm a morning man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, you know, the morning show. I'm up. I'm ready to go. I'm a morning man. I want it. If you sleep with me in the bed, I'm more than likely gonna chop you in the morning. 100%.
But the thing is, yeah, maybe we're misunderstanding, right? Or maybe I'm misunderstanding. This is not like the first 2 months of this 2 years. This is after 2 years. After 2 years.
But that's why I
I
said mine
wake up
wasn't.
rock hard more time.
But that's okay.
I don't see what
Esther
you're saying.
is like,
This-
bro.
You just talking
Yeah,
about
man.
I only heard about you. But that's why mine said that before. Because I'm being realistic. Mine can't go up. What am I? Mine can't go up. But I think a good week where the schedules are not as intense, we hit a 4.
Can I paint something for you? Am I allowed to paint it right now?
You can pay it anything you want, bro.
Just, yeah.
Picasso.
It's gonna be very hypothetical.
Okay.
Right? Remember?
Favorite type of pig?
But I don't have kids in mind though.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Now remember, your man's a great guy, successful guy,
Absolutely.
doing those beautiful stuff, right? But he doesn't work from home.
Okay.
So he goes into the office, right? He gets up, I don't know, let's just say 7 or something, right? Or 6:30. But you're up earlier because you got to come to TDA, right?
Yeah.
Then let's just say you got another job afterwards that you need to do, or some other engagement that you need to do, like regularly, right?
Yeah.
You may get home at a particular time, which is quite late. He's home already, but you're tired. Now, are you saying still with this being your 5 days, this is your 5 days a week, right? You can fit in 4 times.
Yeah,
in that
because
week.
the way I'm seeing it is like I fancy my partner.
Yeah.
I fancy the pants literally off my partner, yeah? So are there moments where we're in the house together?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. When we're in the house together and I'm just seeing you doing what you're doing, I'm seeing you reply to an important email or whatever it is, I fancy you.
Okay. So you're doing
out of-
like the 15 minutes, the quickies and everything.
Babes.
Okay. So,
it does what it needs to do.
but are you factoring also the time that you need to cook, the time you need to clean, and obviously
No,
the
because
man
you see-
does that too. Yeah.
No.
The time that you're pissed with him and you ain't resolved it yet.
No,
When
but
you're
that's the
watching
thing. But that's the
Netflix,
thing,
when
though.
you're chilling.
I'm thinking about this, how it is that I am in situations very progressive, very
Yeah.
healthy.
Yes.
Right? We're not going to bed with this. We're not going with this. What's it? Sundown anger. We're not doing that in my household. We don't do that. Yeah. When it comes to cooking, we both cook. Or we order in. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like with relationships, you have to be intentional about stuff.
Yeah.
Because really, truly, that's how quickly 5 months will go by and you wouldn't have sex because you're just in your routine. This is why I talk about kids the way I do. This is
I
why
don't
talk
understand
about,
why
like,
you don't
wanting to be married
believe
for
this is
a while
hard to
before I
manage.
have
Even
kids.
some of
Yeah,
my brethren,
same.
I
Because you have
give
to get that
my brethren in
motion.
relationships, I give them advice all the time. If you don't want to, literally, like, if you don't want to get away with murder, cook your gal every day, Killy. Like, if not every night, then every
you know what
morning.
it is, you
Chop her.
He's talking facts.
No, but you
Chopper.
start off really good, yeah. Not if you want to get away with murder. Why?
No, but a lot of
Why
you
not just
just get
say
are
if you wanna
stressed. A lot of
keep
you
this
are
sweet?
running arguments things because you're not chopping her up. You need to be chopping her, and it don't need to be hours. It could be 10, 15 minutes here and there. Do like when she's cooking, slam her up while she's making the rice. Pull her up, yeah, push her over the side, slam it up quickly. You know what I'm trying to say? Go about your business. Come on, man.
So why should making the rice?
Rice cooker. Use a rice cooker.
That is crazy.
No, you gotta find the time because it will help you. It will help your relationship a lot. It will help you.
I
Blazer.
just don't think it's reasonable. And especially if it is that you guys
Some men
ambition.
masturbate every day and thing, you know.
Yeah, but that's
So if you can
different.
find nice, not if you can find the time to do that, I don't see the difference.
I know you don't see the difference, I guess, but it's different. Because sometimes they even masturbate because the other person is on a work call or they just don't feel like they want to be intimate. I don't know why all this has been removed from it, right? I haven't got a clue. But anyway, 5 years, 5 years now. This person is 5 years. And after 2 years, it's not as frequent as the first two. It makes sense to me. Do you understand? But I'm guessing she may have a high sex drive
Yeah.
and wandering eyes.
But you know what it is as well, though? The thing is, a lot of married couples and stuff talk about how easy it is to actually forget, like to just be in the motion of working, surviving. Do you know what I mean? You actually neglect your relationship. That's always the first thing people neglect, the relationships, especially if like kids come into the play as well. Like that's such a normal thing. So I feel like when it comes to sex, you have to be intentional about it. Otherwise, it's the quickest thing to forget.
100%. Now, if you take a Mags, and you will never get with a guy like Mags, as you said many times before, right?
That'll be.
But he runs around existing. I mean, there's so many Mags replicas all over the gaff, right? As in mentality-wise. So if he's on every morning, I'm smoking. Every morning I'm smoking. After a while, you might be feeling, all right, if you don't smoke in the morning, you're miserable or this, that, and next. Let me just give it to him. That's his routine, right?
Yeah.
It will start basically working on your mind. What, can't we have sex anywhere, anytime other than that?
Yeah.
It becomes an issue far past just him just saying, nah, this is how you to keep a healthy marriage. And
Yeah.
obviously now you hear him saying, wait, are you lacing me because you've done something and you want to be kept sweet? I mean,
Yeah.
after a while, other factors bleed into that and your intimacy becomes strained, right? For whatever reasons. And it may not have anything to do with the direct, how many times he has sex with me. It could be external factors. It could be on this particular topic where we discuss something, I didn't like how it is that you communicate this particular thing or dismiss this particular thing, and it starts to eat away, and it drops down. And after a while, if it is that you feel he's not even present, when it is you want him to be present, he's not present, again, that edges. I think marriage, the highs and lows of marriage, it starts to basically weigh on you. And after 2 years, it's a long time.
It is a lot.
And then what? Now 5 years. The fact that she's even considering having a work husband is that she's not getting something at home.
Yeah.
You understand? So yes, you might say, Mags, all you need to do is to lace her in the morning, but. Women who are more complex than just,
No, I never said
take that.
Yeah, but I never said that's all you need
Yeah,
to do.
that
But I was
ain't
just,
what
that
you
wasn't what I was
I
saying.
apologize. Sorry.
That wasn't what I was saying. I was saying like me, the way I'm set up at a raw minimum, that's gonna happen. You know what I'm trying to say? Everybody get a little pep up in their step before they go to work. You get what I'm trying to say?
No, I hear you. It works. It helps.
The PR for marriage and pregnancy is not. It's in a mud, mate. No one's selling it to me.
It's just realistic.
Nah, that's y'all.
No, because remember, Brendan even adding kids into the scenario.
I'm still looking forward to marriage.
I'm never looking forward to marriage because I know what kind of marriage I'm going to be in. 100%.
Yeah, I'm not
Sex
hypothetical.
filled.
And I've been in long-term relationship. I've seen people for ages. Rest of the day, I know what I'm capable of and what I'm on. I'm letting you know when it's good, you're getting smoked. That's it. So
See when it's good.
yeah, no, because it can change. When the dynamics of the relationship, change, all that can change. You get what I'm trying to say? That it can come down. But when it's good, I'm saying for me personally, when it's good, you're going to be getting cooked regular.
Amen. All right. That was lovely.
You haven't done people's journal
That
yet.
was the first part of the people's journal. The economy of sex.
Of marriage.
Did I press the card?
You did.
Yeah,
All right,
you did.
okay,
Yeah. All right, so the second thing we want to talk about, is train strikes. So I know since last week, you guys may have experienced the effect of the RMT rail workers walking out on a Thursday and the Saturday as well. But this week is going to be predominantly the London Underground workers strike. So that may affect, obviously, the service on Underground throughout the capital. It should be back to normal service on the Sunday. But yeah, Monday to Friday, Underground workers strike. On the Saturday, RMT rail workers are going to be walking out again. These are the same people that walked out on the Thursday and the Saturday as well. So normal service back on Sunday. So yeah, before you go in anywhere, please plan your journeys ahead of time. Third thing I want to talk about is youth unemployment in China has hit a new record high, man, as the country's post-pandemic recovery is starting to fail, man. Whatever their plan was isn't really being executed to the greatest, and it's affecting everything. So the jobless rate now for the 16 to 24-year-olds in urban areas anyway rose to 21.3%. You know what I'm saying? That's more than 1 in 5 people who are that age are struggling, who are actively looking or whatever, struggling to find work. And basically, China, if you don't know, is the second largest economy in the world, and the economy grew 0.8% in the last 3 months, ending in June. And analysts are saying that the weak pace of growth has raised expectations that the authorities are soon going to be announcing some new measure that's going to, that they're hoping they can inject into the economy to boost it. You know what I'm saying? China's National Bureau of Statistics said that the data showed a good momentum of recovery. This is what they're saying. Obviously, they wouldn't really talk about it being a very extreme and bad situation. But again, it seems like they've got certain things in place anyway, because they're still the second biggest economy in the world, and they're doing a lot of good stuff, at least for their people anyway. And the last thing I wanted to mention is, you don't know the online, is it? Yeah, they're online, in Ocado.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, the boss, he's basically said that, he believes anyway, that the worst of this food price inflation thing that we've been suffering for the last few years is over. So he's hoping that he believes is over anyway, and everything should be going down in it. Recent times we were speaking about how the Bank of England have been putting up interest rates to kind of deal with inflation as a whole. Well, with regards to food price inflation, the chief executive, Tim Steiner, gave his forecast because, according to him anyway, the separate figures revealed that the grocery price growth slowed for the 4th month in June. So this is 4 consecutive months of the food price inflation going down. So again, it's a beautiful thing. Hopefully it starts to translate and people still feel the differences as well. And that's pretty much it for the People's Journal.
Are we rotating or?
Yeah.
Next, okay. Let's get into some rotations.
No, it's motivation, then it's motivation.
Oh, okay.
Okay, motivate.
Clear the palette first.
As the Quran says, with hardship comes ease. And in the Bible, it also states, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Last week, I'm sure the host considered Emman's absence as somewhat of a hardship, hence the lack of variety within the set conversations. But hey, give them credit where it's due. They overcame that hardship and flipped it into a full 18-rated daily conversation, which, from what I've seen, you were all gagging for. Anywho, I digress. Here is your message for today, chums. Many times we find ourselves ready to give up when things get tough. In this day and age, we try so hard to stay away from anything that requires too much effort, too much labour, and quite frankly, anything that is just too much. But these are obstacles and hurdles that we need. These obstacles and hurdles allow you to become stronger, better, and wiser. Okay, Tatenda and Rebecca M, before you come for me, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like the old wives' tale they would use to excuse their husband's treacherous ways, but just hear me out for a minute. The hardships allow you to enjoy your triumph a whole lot more, and looking back, you're able to say, yes, I did it. A few weeks ago, we heard of the hardships Dele Alli faced, and believe it or not, there are many people who you see at the top who've also experienced their own relative obstacles. The truth is, we all face hardships of some kind, and you never know the struggles a person is going through. Next time you're faced with a challenge, look at it from a different perspective and take in each lesson learnt along the way. Learn to work through it, push through it, and trust me, it gets better.
She wrote them herself.
Yeah, she's moving like Lady Whistledown.
Lady who?
We sit down.
Who's that?
Ain't you seen
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton, yeah.
I don't watch that.
Gossip Girl XOXO.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
That was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Read us a little though. Read us a little. This is not going to be a thing where listeners think they can just call in and just reading people anyhow. We're not starting this trend. All right, let's get into rotation.
All right, guys, welcome to the rotation. All right, let's start with just a little announcement or just a little bit of news. J Hus secures #1 spot in the UK album charts with Beautiful
Sick.
and Brutal Yard. So yeah, J Hus got #1 album. No horns, no. All right, moving on from that. Not sure if anyone noticed, but Giggs has kind of been MIA from socials, from the gram for quite a while now. But he re-emerged over the weekend to announce that he's got a new album on the way. It is called, excuse me for a second, Zero Tolerance. So he released Brent, can you put the album cover up? Let's go to his Instagram page. Black cover. He's looking very regal, I would say, looking into the yonder with his glasses on. Nice sleek cover. It will be coming out August the 18th. Let's quickly get that image up there. Boom, there you go. So yeah, Giggs announced his new album, Zero Tolerance, will be landing August the 18th. So yeah, Giggs fans, you got some music on the way. So hopefully the hiatus means that he's cooked up something vicious. All right, cool. Margs, have you heard the Central C and Drake freestyle?
Yeah, I heard it.
On the radar freestyle. What's your thoughts on that?
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. You know, I thought it was alright. Someone made a remix and put it on Grime. I was like, no, it's lit.
I didn't hear that.
It's lit. But yeah, for the most part,
Yeah.
I think Drake's improved his little drill flow that he's got.
Yeah, it's much better than the one he had with Heady One.
Well, I didn't mind it. But he's definitely. I've never minded it because I've always seen what he's gone for. But he's definitely improved it a little bit, and he's got a few lines in there, a few things that I like. Yeah, that's cold. You get me? And I wanted Sench's one to be colder.
Okay.
Than it was.
Yeah.
It was good. I think they complement each other. Like they just.
Do you think he fell short lyrically or more so to his flow? The beat is cold, by the way. I love the beat.
I think lyric. I just think everything. I think he could have took the time. I think he could have cooked that. I think he could have cooked that more.
A bit more.
If he wanted to. And I think that was the perfect stage for it. Like he done his thing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I wanted him to like. I was hoping that when he came in, it was like
went crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, like he just went mad with
obviously,
it.
being there with Drake, all the eyes and ears are gonna be on you. So it's an opportunity to really show up.
Yeah, I was hoping that. Because I think, like I said, I think Drake done good. In my mind, I'm saying like this is drill. This is your playing field.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you come in, I want you to take this to the next level.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I got that.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. I liked it. First time I listened to it, I wasn't really on it too tough. But when I went back to it, listened to it a couple more times, I thought it was cold. The beat's cold. I think they complement each other well. I wouldn't say it's a random link up because I know they've been parlaying for the past year or so. They've been around each other, so it wasn't that surprising. And obviously Drake always embraces the UK man them there, so I think it was cold, man. It's a good look for Central. It will get a lot of eyes on him off of the back of it. Have you seen the meme that's gone around based off the so during Drake's little intro, he says combination, as in like those two are a combination, innit? People have taken that snippet and they're just running with it online. It's hilarious.
What do you mean? What?
So he says, let me try and find it. So, there's a part of the freestyle when he's doing his intro and he says combination, but he says it in some old yardy deep voice type of way, innit? And people have taken that and they've made it a meme, innit? So someone says something like, when your girl asks you, do you want to be in a relationship or do you want to be in the streets? Combination. You know what I mean? A combination. Hold on. You know what I mean? So people were just adding their own a combination. I just found it fucking hilarious. Anyone else heard the freestyle in the room?
No. I saw a snippet on Twitter, I believe. I liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice too. All right, cool. Keeping it UK. Stormzy is on a tirade, man. He's releasing another single. featuring Ray. It's called The Weekend. Nice R&B, smooth flavor. I think it's dope. Anyone else?
Yeah, it's a nice song.
Anyone else heard it?
I ain't clicked it yet.
I think it's cold, man.
It's nice. I like it.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice R&B. It's like he's kind of like moving to. It's like he's moving to her, innit? And even it's giving me like Craig David 7 Days vibe as well.
Yeah.
With the whole when they're going through the weekends and stuff, the weekdays. Yeah, I think it's good, man. I think it's cool. The video's nice as well. Very aesthetically pleasing. I think it's dope. Check it out. Nice.
He ended up with the dark skinned black girl in the end, innit? The
Did he?
lighty, yeah.
Yeah, the light
Yeah, I like the storyline.
smashed the car that wasn't his. Yeah.
Ended well.
It did. So yeah, check that out, guys. I'm wondering if there's an album, an album or something on the way because he just released an album last year and obviously he's released 3 singles already this year. So maybe
That'd be grown if he done that.
he released an album.
Just said, fuck this and just drops another
I think he
album.
is. Remember, this is his third single in the last like 2 months.
Everything's been good, isn't it?
Yeah, no, everything been good. Everything has been better than I like these 3 songs he's released. I think I probably like them better than almost everything on the album. Okay. To be fair, I personally feel like he's obviously the last album was very acoustic, very
It was different.
That's what it
vocal.
was for the lover girls and the boys.
and I feel like he's so you know what I've done that now. I want to get back to barring. I want to get back to what I do in it. And I secretly, this is just my own little theory. I feel like there's a bit of pressure on him because of the ascension of Central C and what Dave is doing. Like those two together. I feel like
The Sprinter's still number 1.
I
think so.
I feel like their presence and what they're doing numbers wise is putting pressure on him to get back in the mix properly, like barring, rap, whatever, not doing an acoustic thing. Because those two are, especially Central, they're flying high. And numbers wise, even though it's not, obviously, it's all relative, isn't it? But he's not on there. It's not a comparison thing, but numbers wise, they're leaps and bounds above him right now. But it is what it is.
Them man, I don't know. They exactly what you're saying because them man are borrowing. You're saying he might feel pressure to do that rest of his day. But if he just leaned into the market and the audience that he's got and gave them something, would smash them man's numbers out the water.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that could when he's headlining Glastonbury and all that, like, he can like I'm saying like if he goes into like Middle Earth, you know what I'm trying to say, like and goes for them.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? If he does something like
I know what you mean, but okay, cool. If you were to rank those 3 in regards to who does the most numbers, how would you rank them? Stormzy, Dave, and Central C.
What, right this second?
Right now.
I'm not up on the numbers, but I'm guessing Central's 1. Isn't it?
I would put Stormzy number 3.
3.
Yeah.
I think if
because
Dave's I think if they was like say like with the features and that or whatever, I don't know. I don't know. It's Dave and
I feel like
do more numbers than
like
Stormzy.
the pulling power of Dave and Central is more than Stormzy, for example.
Yeah, but that's them two together.
Yeah, Fredo and Stormzy had a song that came out just before this one.
That's true.
That I know Fredo is not on the same tier as the other 3, but Stormzy's pulling power enough because when Dave linked up with Fredo, it was a madness, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Stormzy and Fredo, that song has come and gone. I don't think it even stayed. I don't think it even cemented its place anywhere.
Yeah.
It's been no one's talking about it no more. And he's on to the next one.
I hear you.
I mean, this might just be a rollout. I'm not saying he released this so quickly because the last one didn't do well, but the song he had with Fredo has just come and gone within a week or 2.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? So.
And more time if Dave features with anyone,
it's going places.
It's a thing.
It's going places. You know what I mean? So there might be something in that a little bit. All right, so Obama normally releases his summer playlist every year, and he released his new one just over the weekend. I found it a little bit interesting. He's got Jay Huss on there with Drake, Who Told You.
Is that why J.R. asked for a green card?
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Okay. Georgia Smith is on there with Try Me. Princess Diana, Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj is on there. I'm surprised about that. Maybe his daughters put him on that.
It's a tune.
Is it a tune?
I'm surprised. How come no one didn't put him on the Sprinter? That was a...
I don't know.
Because he's come across the pond where that song's flying right now. I was thinking, didn't nobody in your circle put you on? So they use up Mr. Trick there.
Maybe. You got SZA, Snooze is on there.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah. Burna Boy, 21 Savage.
Do you think Obama actually picks these songs?
Some of them, no. I think some of them he does, like Janet Jackson, Got Till It's Gone. I think he selected that. California Love, I think he selected that too.
Because they're old songs.
And all the other artists that I don't know of, like the Beths and Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. I don't know who these people are. I'm sure he picked those. But the ones that are more current and young, maybe his daughters.
I feel like, he walks past the bedroom, he hears it, and he's like, ooh, who's
Yeah.
that?
Maybe his daughters put him on those. But yeah, I find it interesting still. And then last but not least, Nas released yet another album last Friday. His 5th album in the last 3 years with Magic 2. I won't bore you guys too much. 11 tracks, 32 minutes long, sequel to Magic 1. The biggest talking point was his track with 50 Cent, because those two haven't worked together since the late 90s. And it was a highly anticipated collaboration, but fans were less disappointed because 50 dropped like 8 bars. His presence on the song was dope, but it was just too short. His verse was far too short, and that's kind of been the big talking point around. Like people were really.
Where was it? Like at the end of the song or something?
That was in the middle. It kind of more so acted like a bridge to me.
Okay.
He spat out 8 bar. He done ad libs and he started talking, and then Nas came back in. What he'd done was dope, but it should have been much longer. Like someone counted it. It was literally 8 bars. But the beat's cold. And yeah. But yeah, if you're a Nas fan, check it out, man. Y'all already know where I stand.
You say classic?
Nah, it's not classic. It's not classic. It's dope though, it's dope. It's a nice sequel to Magic 2. And again, name me an artist who debuted in the early 90s who's releasing 5 albums of this quality in this frequency. It's unprecedented. It's dope. But yeah, guys, that's all from me. Let's get into some more headlines.
All right, people. Have you lot seen or heard about this update for Twitter? I'll go into it, but I want to see if you lot heard it.
Which one? That man updates every other day.
Yo, Ben said it, man. X, man. You heard about X? All right, let me go into it. So basically, Elon Musk has said he wants to get rid of the Twitter bird logo and replace it with an X. However, Mr. Musk also, like Esther kind of alluded, has a history of making statements that fail to happen or not serious. Mr. Musk, who has changed the name of the business to X Corp, said that the replacement should have been done a long time ago. According to reports, the billionaire wants to create a super app called X, which is similar to China's WeChat. Have you lot heard of WeChat? Right.
Yeah, it has everything in it. Everything's connected to it.
What do you mean?
What's everything?
Your social score. You could make payment. Everything's connected to that.
Like bank accounts, credit score,
Everything's
everything.
connected to it. Everything.
I don't understand.
I know.
Is it almost like an
card.
ID? Digital
What do you
ID
mean
type?
every-
Yeah,
everything-
it's like a universal profile.
Oh my gosh! So you go
So
on
it
the app.
tells you your bank balance.
It has, and it's
I come on your profile, I can see your bank balance.
even when it is that you basically look to bounce people and not say sorry, they can mark you, and everybody can see. Oh, this is a bad citizen.
Okay, so
agree with
come on,
that
give me some
Your
information.
passport, everything's in the WeChat. It's accessible through there. You
But-
buy groceries, all of that is through there.
So it's one app.
Everything, your entire life,
That's lit.
everything.
I don't understand. Who's got access to it? You.
The Chinese government.
Oh, I thought you had access to it.
No, but if I came on your profile, I could see your
Yeah, you can
passport,
see-
I could see
you
your
can a
bank
whole set of
balance.
stuff. Yeah.
For why?
No, you can't see your bank balance.
You can't see them type of things there.
No, I said I said banking.
You
Is-
can
You said
bank,
yeah.
you
can
can
do
bank through it, but you can't see other people's bank balance.
What do you
No,
mean?
but he
bank
said if he takes your phone and it goes on the app, will he see that?
But if you take my phone and I might have my app
Yeah.
on, you could see it.
No, but
Yeah,
when you're
exactly,
saying
that's what he means.
When you're saying it, listen, I need to understand what's going on when you talk about you could bank for it. So you go on this app, yeah, and then you're saying you're
Why
on
am
the
I not
app.
being to China? I'm just basing it on what it is I've watched on YouTube about Chinese and the Chinese economy and the WeChat.
But when you say you can bank for it, so it's like instead of like if you're say like the app's Twitter, I can go on like my bank details are thinking it. So if I was browsing something, I wanted to buy something in the app, I could just press it and buy it because
Yeah.
my money's hooked up to it and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Okay. And then,
It's not foreign to be honest, because you can buy. You have Apple Pay. You can.
that's what I'm trying to ask you. What when you said everything, I'm trying to understand like what does this app look like? Like what does you mean that everything's under
It's
that?
the
What's
one-stop shop for identity. Full stop.
is it a social thing? Are people on there talking?
It's- You can as well. Yeah. But you see how you have Twitter?
Yeah.
That's their version of that WeChat is their version of Twitter, but it also has all these different things that's interwoven within it.
So like Instagram and that. I'm trying to understand what the benefit. I'm trying to understand what all these different things are.
I'm going to say yes. This is me not having it. I've actually gone to try to check to download it.
Okay.
It's in your app store.
What, WeChat, yeah?
Yeah.
What did you download it
One
though?
word.
No.
Why not? It's
I don't
good.
think at the time I could, and it was in Chinese.
You're gonna get yourself killed.
God forbid.
You can't be like downloading things that's not for you, especially if it's stuff that they monitor people in such intensity as well. You can't just be out of curiosity. You need to cap your curiosity.
But man, I tried this, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago when I first heard about it, right?
Okay.
But I couldn't download it.
Well, but why couldn't you download? They say no, you're not allowed.
I can't remember.
You can't use it in
I
your
can't remember.
region.
I'm gonna whilst you guys are continue talking, I'm gonna see if download it again.
I don't think I want you doing it while I'm still in the building.
But nothing's gonna happen.
Eh.
I'm not a citizen of China, so I don't know how to.
That's the thing. They're gonna think you're
maneuver in
trying to kind of infiltrate their system.
But Sunak will protect us.
Sunak.
This
He even
is
protect
literally-
himself from getting trolled online. That little man ain't do nothing.
Well, like I was saying,
He's actually moving to that.
well, he wants to create,
Jeez.
apparently anyway, this according to the reports, that he's trying to create a super app called X, which is similar to WeChat. He said on Sunday, yeah, that he was looking to change the Twitter logo, tweeting, and soon we shall bid adieu to the Twitter brand and gradually all the birds.
Shut up. He's a bird.
He then said that an interim logo would go live later the same day. Musk posted an image of a flickering X on Twitter, and later in the Twitter Spaces audio chat, replied yes when people asked him basically if he's going to be changing the logo, and he said yeah, it should have been done ages ago. The company's CEO, Linda Yaccarino, she wrote on the platform that the rebrand was an exciting new opportunity. For some people in Asia, super apps, including India's Paytm and Indonesia's Gojek, have been a vital part of everyday life for many people for many years as well. And these apps, yeah, this is basically what Brent's talking about. These apps let users pay for services through a finance system. So it's all linked in some type of way.
The one that's in the App Store is not the one.
Not the real
So
one.
I'm guessing because I'm not in China.
It won't allow you, yeah.
Yeah. But your passport, everything's on there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Yeah,
I think that's interesting. But we're
But
moving
that's
towards
sick,
a
though.
particular type of state anyway.
yeah,
Because I was thinking it, if your phone gets stolen and stuff, but they don't steal over there because obviously your social ratings go
But they
down.
definitely steal.
I feel like the cameras will be very low
I think
there.
they steal less in Dubai.
Where is the place that that we reported how they had a lot of people hand back money? Was that
it's
Japan?
the same place, but as in the same area. But tribes are running things over there, innit? And the government itself is crooked. So I think theft does go on.
But the government is. They don't want the people to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Apparently, WeChat is a messaging and social media platform that has evolved into one of the region's biggest apps in terms of its range of services and the number of users. Yeah, last year, it was estimated to have 1.29 billion users in China alone. Isn't that the entire population? Ain't it like 1.29 of them anyway?
I don't
Because I guess it's probably one of those things where if you don't download it, your
Yeah,
ratings go down.
Yeah, for real. Right, we done it, man.
I
So
remember-
all like card payments and stuff.
I remember
probably.
Chike he spent some time in China, innit? And he tried to like get a hotel and whatnot, but he couldn't because he didn't have this.
WeChat.
Ratings.
Yeah, he didn't have it
Alright.
connected, and then he had to connect his finances to it. And once it was approved, that's when it is that he was allowed to basically,
Wow.
practice custom and that. This and that.
Really?
Wow.
Was he going there to live there or
Because you're
just
not
to
on the
visit?
grid if it is that you're not like locked in.
Well, they should have something for. I'm a tourist. I'm a visitor.
Yeah, but you get treated like that,
Like you're one of them.
Like a
as in
tourist.
you're an other. So you're they know and they wouldn't look to do proper business with you because you're not joined into this particular
Into their
society.
culture.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dog.
Interesting. So yeah, we'll see if Elon does
where he's
this.
going, jeez.
Yeah. Next headline, trigger warning here. This takes us to our part of the world, where basically a man, unfortunately, according to officials anyway, a man has been arrested in Mexico on suspicion of setting fire to a bar after he got kicked out. And because of that, he killed 11 people.
Damn, man.
Yeah, man. Terrible. The attack happened on Friday night in San Luis Rio, Colorado, which borders the United States. The bar sits just one street away from the border. Authorities say that a drunk young man hurled a Molotov cocktail at the Beer House bar after being thrown out. He had reportedly been harassing women before being ejected. The mayor of that particular region, San Luis Rio, Colorado, tweeted on Saturday afternoon that a suspect had been arrested, but he has not been named. The fire killed 7 men and 4 women and left 4 other people hospitalized. This according to a statement from the Sonora State Attorney General's office. And a number of those injured were rushed across the border to hospitals in the United States for treatment as well. And the last headline brings us back to the UK, where flood alerts have been issued across several parts of northern England and the Midlands as heavy rain continues to fall. 12 areas of Merseyside, Lancashire, Greater Manchester and Yorkshire are the subject of alerts, as well as parts of Leicestershire and Middlesbrough, meaning flooding is possible. The Met Office has a yellow weather warning in place running from North Wales across Merseyside and Greater Manchester and up to Newcastle upon Tyne. It means that road journey times are likely to be longer, whilst buses and trains could be affected too. And that's pretty much it, man, for the headlines. And again, it's time to pay those bills.
Let's get into the reaction.
Why are these the results out there?
Because there's a Women's World Cup on.
But there was other games also.
Well, there's Women's World Cup going on, so if you haven't taken in the football. Just briefly, on Friday, Costa Rica, Switzerland picked up some wins, and Nigeria and Canada drew. And the Saturday, the USA women won 3-0, and the Japanese women won 5-0 against Zambia. England just about scraped it against Haiti. You see the Haiti goalkeeper? She's 5'4".
They won.
No, they lost.
I like big birds.
And I cannot lie. Denmark women won 1-0 against China on the Saturday. And on Sunday's results, Sweden beat South Africa 2-1. Holland picked up a victory over Portugal, and France and Jamaica drew 0-0. You wanted the pre-season.
Yeah, the big clash of the Titans over the weekend, man. Arsenal versus Man United.
Was it given Titans or?
We lost 2-0.
You played really well in the first half.
Apparently we did. I didn't watch the game. Apparently we played.
I watched the game.
Apparently, well, from what I heard, the first 30 minutes was all us.
25.
Okay.
And it wasn't all us, but we played very well.
Okay.
But y'all played good in the first half.
Is it?
Y'all cooking.
Swear to God.
And y'all were very, very rough. And the referee kept his cards in his pocket. It wouldn't happen in a normal game, but
Yeah.
I liked how you were playing.
I heard that. I heard Lissandro and the man was leaving stuff on there. I see a clip going around of a tackle that he left on Saka. That
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
but-
nasty.
Yeah,
that
Saka
was
was on the
nasty.
floor, like, kind of screaming or whatever.
Arsenal fans are funny because you always like turn on people, then they're always the saviors. Like I've seen bare stuff going around, like if Xhaka was playing, that wouldn't have happened and stuff like that. Because apparently they was being a bit rough and all that, and they just needed a bit of roughness in there. No one was there. You get me?
Yeah.
For it. Is that true?
The thing is, apparently once Partey came on, like, Arsenal shut up shop in the midfield.
I heard that, but the parameters will change. I mean, they changed about 6.
We made 10 changes.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch the game. I don't know.
Yeah.
How come you didn't watch it?
I was doing other things.
Do you think that holds any standing of anything?
No.
Nah.
No.
One,
when you beat
But you're
Chelsea in
playing
pre-season,
and two,
when you beat Chelsea in pre-season last year, you was happy.
was we? I wasn't happy. I
I'm
don't
just
even
saying.
remember the game.
It was a good game.
No,
I
I'm
remember Arteta's experimenting, and this is the first time he's played.
experimenting.
Well, not experimenting. Well, I guess,
Full strength team, basically.
Nah, it wasn't.
Yeah, it
no,
wasn't. It
no,
wasn't.
full strength.
Who was missing? Don't say Eddie Ketia.
No,
Eddie
it
Ketia
wasn't.
was playing when he was on top of the league.
Not yet. It wasn't.
Timber, Saliba,
wasn't-
Ramsdale.
No one
Bryce,
said anyone was missing. You're just
Saka.
jumping to,
It was full strength.
You jumping to
It was
conclusions.
basically who was missing? Zinchenko. Sorry, Zinchenko.
No one said anyone was missing.
So, but it was full strength.
It's about the formation. Who was starting? Relax, man. And obviously, this midfield of Havertz,
It's on the line.
Can you let him speak, please?
this midfield of Havertz, Odegaard, and Rice, they need time to gel, to learn each other before we can conclude whether or not it's a hit or miss, innit? And this is the first time they've played together. You know what I mean? And also, the goals came from mistakes as well. Sancho scored, even though Sancho was rapid and is onto the ball, there was a miss kick from Gabriel that got Sancho in. And then Ramsdale should have made a better save, I'm hearing, from Bruno's effort. So it wasn't a diabolical game. It was a game of
What
whatever.
was the
Havertz stunk.
Did he?
100%.
Did you think? On
I heard,
the schedule?
I heard he made
He's
11
not ready.
passes.
He's not ready to play.
Based on that game, he's definitely not ready.
He's not ready to play there. He's not ready at all.
There.
He's not ready to
I haven't seen him anywhere else. He's not ready to play there. He's not. He basically. We're not playing. We have one less player. No, I think he wants to chime into this. Are you talking about Kai Havertz? Frenchie?
Yeah.
Go on, Frenchie.
We were playing one less player with.
Yeah, no. I can't lie, guys. I'm a bit worried.
No, I'm not worried.
Yeah, morning, guys, by the way.
No, don't do that.
Don't
do
get
that.
panicked. Why do people get so panicky, man? It's only one game.
Guys.
No, but you see, because he paid 60-something million for him, you have to see it through.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
Guys.
No.
Yeah, no.
But what I'm
No,
saying is,
we don't.
It's too early to hit the
You
panic.
can't, you can't bench him yet. He has to be so much worse. You can't bench him.
Pre-season.
Sorry.
Go on, Frenchie.
Sorry, I'll call it.
Yeah, guys.
Speak your mind.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So obviously I'm not hitting the panic button. It's obviously pre-season, and there's only you've got Barca tomorrow and a couple of games before the season starts. So it's not like scary hours yet. But guys, I watched the game. Yeah, the guy can't defend. Yeah, his pressing is decent, but he gets outrun so quickly. Doesn't really get involved in build up. And the thing is, you might say it's been 2 games or 3 games, whatever. But I saw that at Chelsea as well, and the only difference that I have that it could work for me is Arteta, and I have so much belief in Arteta that I'm like, all right, cool, you can make this guy work. You can literally turn water into wine, yeah. But guys, man, the guy might not be here for a couple months that we start. So I'm trying to see Partey, Rice, and Odegaard for at least the first 3-4 months.
That's what I want anyway.
Sorry to cut you, Zoe. Don't spend 60 million on that man to ride bench. He's gonna play.
He's gonna play, but
last thing. And also, I saw more in 15-20 minutes from ESR than I did in about 2 games for Havertz. So obviously, we have options.
I'm all for ESR being above Havertz. I don't.
From
And
Trossard.
Trossard.
Yeah, I'm all for
And
ESR.
Trossard.
Yeah.
This is not
And
about
guys, also
him.
being above
He will
Havertz.
have time to cook. We will play him in the Champions League. Don't worry, he will get time to bed in. Because right now, he just came from Chelsea.
You don't
His
spend that
confidence
much
down.
money. You
No, don't try that. His confidence is down.
Okay.
It's in the gutter right now.
No, what I'm trying to say is, I don't think he's going to be afforded. He's going to get thrown in the deep end, and he's going to have to sink or swim.
Arteta's not going
And I'm
to. Don't
scared
say
about
facts.
that. I'm
Arteta's
scared.
not going to. How is Arteta seeing that and thinking, yeah, let me have more competitive?
Bro, it's not that. It's not that. It's what Musk is saying is that I think he's top 2 most paid in the club, 65 mil. Yossi come to play in it. He's come
That wage,
doesn't matter.
that wage he's getting is that's a rumor,
It
man.
does not matter. If it is, he's not delivering. He's not going to continue playing. Impossible.
No, it's going to have to be
Arteta
bad.
As in he's got to start, and then if he sinks, he will then get off.
Yeah.
Get afforded the opportunity to start.
If he stays like that, he'll have to go away from it, innit? But
He
you
is not
can't
starting in
you
the
can't
game.
bed him in like
And
he's a
that's
baby.
scary. And that's scary.
Full stop.
And you're forgetting.
Full stop, he's not.
He's versatile. He don't have to always play midfield. He can play in the front 3. He don't have to play midfield.
We just
Why?
mentioned
Why?
ESR, we just mentioned Trossard. Both of them were waving when they came on in that same position. So sorry, I'm seeing him playing in them rubbish games and getting in some experience in the Champions League, the group stages, the games that matter. Arteta wouldn't be so foolish to put him in that. Impossible. After what I said, impossible.
But
He's
Facts.
just
I'm
starting
saying
lineup.
stop.
For
Stop it.
example, Arsenal
it.
versus Man City. Yeah, there's no way he's starting that game. It's Partey, Rice, and
Impossible.
Odegaard.
You
Against
got
Man City.
start again. Your first game's against Chelsea.
In the
Our
league.
first game is not against Chelsea.
no start. It's Nottingham Forest.
Oh, what's the second one,
We've got
Chelsea?
Palace.
It's not against Chelsea.
Is your second one Chelsea?
Palace
I swear
second.
we'll play you before.
No, Palace is second.
You got
Palace is
Chelsea at the
second,
start
yeah.
of the season. That was
No,
the
we
Arsenal
got
fan
City
told me
in
that.
next week.
Don't listen to the Arsenal fan. It's not the first game. It's not the second game. We have a good few games, to be honest.
What, before you back Chelsea?
But what's
Okay, Brent, you see the game again.
He's going to be starting.
You see the game against Community
These
Shield.
big games. He's going to be
You see the
starting.
Community Shield game.
He's going to start these games.
See the
I think it
Community.
depends on how preseason goes. If
Havertz is going to start these games.
It depends
bro.
how preseason goes. If Arteta sees, okay, you know, in the preseason, you show me what I want to see, he'll start. If not, he'll bed him in a bit more. Trust me.
Honestly, if
Yeah, what does bedding mean, though?
Sorry, Frenchie. If Rice and Partey started,
Yeah.
it would be much different.
Of course.
It would be much different. But that didn't happen.
Facts.
So
And also, the thing that I'm not worried about, but I'm kind of worried is obviously you man are saying Partey and Rice, yeah, but I swear 2 weeks ago it was about Partey leaving. But Rice had the
No,
same
don't
as
change your mind. Don't go and hold us to this,
No,
man. Come
it's not
on.
changing my mind. It's come out
Right.
that Arsenal don't want to sell Partey.
Right.
They asked Arteta
That's a fantastic combination.
verbatim. Arteta
Best
said
combination.
Partey's not going nowhere. Right?
Do you know why? Because I saw Rice in that performance against United, man. Man doesn't want to get the ball, doesn't want to turn with it.
Why are you not getting
But
so
obviously,
excited
it's
about
preseason.
preseason
This
games,
is
man?
where
It's
Max talk to him
no,
about
but-
how good Rice is, please. Talk to him like how you tried to. Talk to him. Tell him not to read into this game.
He needs to get. Look, he's been playing in a team, yeah.
Can't people have?
He's been playing in a team that was very good defensively,
Give him
yeah.
time, man.
Very good defensively, very solid, very compact. He's being asked to do a totally different job. He's going to be getting stretched out of positions. He's got Havers next to him where runners like. So this ain't going to look good. He needs to adjust to the tactical style of the team, innit? Like he's gonna need time. It's not going to look like what it looks like. That's not what he was playing with.
No,
you know what I'm trying to say?
You're right. Yeah. Rice isn't. I'm not worried about Rice. It's that lanky German man. I feel like Chelsea done us, man. I feel like Chelsea might have done us, man.
You might have got it.
But what about you, Lars? What you said about United? What about you? What you said about United, man?
Well, I'm blown. I was out, so I missed it, innit? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? That, but I'm glad we won because if we lost, I would have been doing what you are doing. Oh, it's just pre-season.
No, but it's just pre-season.
Yeah, no facts. I'm just saying.
The game counts for nothing, innit?
I'm not begrudging you this because if I lost, I'll be doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
but I didn't. You know what I'm trying to say? So I got a little bit more spice to it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say? That, and Arteta said. Pre-season is important. It's going to show us where we are and where we stand. Yeah. From everything that I've read, it wasn't played, especially the first 60 minutes or 45 minutes anyway. It wasn't played at a pre-season pace. It was played at a competitive pace. It was very physical. Like so, it's in keeping of the rivalry that we have. Yeah. And we came out on top. We looked good. Yeah.
That's factor in the referee not giving yellows when he should have. By the way, because it was ridiculous.
I don't know.
I watched the game. So 100%
the
spirit was there. But the referee kept his cards in his pocket.
How was Rice?
He was
poor, man. He was poor, man.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Just passing sideways?
Yeah. No, not even that. He's hiding for the ball. When he gets it, just passes it back to the centre back. It's like, bro, come on, man. Like, show a bit of something. Like, this is your first proper game.
What did Mount look like?
Mount did alright, man. I can't lie.
No, he wasn't meaty.
No, he did alright. I can't lie. It was good.
The whole United front, they did well. So he was part of that. But his name wasn't prominent. But he was good, man.
What about Timber?
Well, I feel like
it was good.
Was Timber good, yeah? So what, you just bomb off Ben White now? That's it? After
he came on second half.
Where did he play?
That's the thing when people.
That's the thing, Mugs.
You hate it.
Mugs, combination. Combination.
Yeah, no, that's lit. No, I'm happy. But I missed it. I want to watch it. I'm gonna try and find some extended highlights. Sancho showed some pace.
He looked fast. On the goal, he looked rapid.
I'm worried for Sancho because he's been playing in the false nine all pre-season, and this means he's either in the gaffer's plans or he's not in the gaffer's plans. Like literally, it's one of the two. Like it means he's either gonna. He said, "This is where I'm gonna get a tune out of him. This is the best he's gonna be, the most effective he's gonna be." I've seen him do it with like Tadic and that. Yeah. So he's either gonna try and go that route, which I don't think he is. I don't see it in the league and all that. Or Sancho's done because then why wouldn't you just be playing him in his strongest position? Amad and that's getting time and I do worry for Sancho. Maybe if he stays in that false nine and he fucks it up so much. That man are like, all right. But again, like I'm saying, with the gaffer, in my mind, it's like you're going a different route and you're putting all your eggs in this false nine basket, or you're just playing him there because whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'll have to wait to see how that plays. It could be, it can go either way. Yeah. You get me? But I'm happy for the result, man.
But you know what I like, Brent? I like our options though. I like the fact that we have ESR there.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and even if you're feeling generous, Vieira sometimes.
Vieira needs to step up this season, big time. Because right now he's not in my thinking, but he needs to be. He needs a big season.
So what? How come we paid the penalties as well?
I don't know. It's just a format, innit?
The Americans are ruining it.
Huh?
Who skied it?
Vieira.
Yeah, Vieira.
Yeah, I heard you got to watch the penalties as well.
Yeah, man.
What was that, like 5-2 or something?
5-3 or
something. 5-4.
What?
Yeah, 5-4.
Yeah.
Penalties, I heard it was 5-3.
4.
No. It's only Vieira missed.
Oh, so I don't know. He's not telling me the information now.
Yeah.
Also, what's your thoughts on? I'm hearing that we need a striker now. Like, fans haven't been happy with what they've seen from Balogun.
Yeah, Truce was trending, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we need a striker, but we don't need it No, we can get it next year, right?
Oh, so you're happy this season just with
No, we started the combination of the
combinations?
of the 11. That's not our starting 11. Everything was just off kilter.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
And even Martinelli had a fantastic chance. It spurned that, right?
Yeah.
But
Or a double save from Heaton.
yeah, but it should have been a double save. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
At all. And he had a nice shot also. But yeah, I don't think that we need a striker because we need a striker, but I don't think that game showed that we need a striker.
Okay.
I think it did, but we won't get one because obviously I don't know how many games you guys watched. There was the Nuremberg game, the All Stars, and obviously Man United. Yeah,
Nuremberg
and
was
if
1-1.
we
It was
and then 5-0.
You
Yeah,
weren't even impressed with that. The All Stars, you ragged them,
You
whatever.
know what? So far,
No.
And then you got Barca next.
so far, you know, really.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, so I was saying, if you do the 3 games, if you do the 3 games and you combine the combined scores of Eddie and Ketch's match rating, I don't think you get to about 6, which means that his preseason's been bad. Obviously, Balogun hasn't been given a chance properly, and if he has, he's been playing right wing. So, and obviously he might be leaving. So hopefully we get someone else, man, because obviously Jesus, I love the ball, the Arsenal football. Link-up play is looking decent and fresh, but bro, we just need a shooter, man. So obviously we might not get one now, but Ivan Toney in January, maybe I'll see in the comments, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
I don't see Ivan Toney coming in, but the rumor is we're speaking to Kudus from Ajax, and then once we make some sales, he's basically coming in. But Chelsea are now in for him as well, so we'll see.
No, man, Chelsea, I heard they bid for Elise.
Oh, did they? Oh.
No, I'll see.
I heard both.
I'll see.
And they also bidding for Mbappe.
Nah, who's both?
Mbappe's whole situation is interesting as well, actually.
You're gonna wait until it is that something develops to actually talk about it.
Talk about now?
There's nothing to really talk
Somebody said, let's put to you guys, right? If it is that we were to sell Martinelli, in order to basically make way for Mbappe, would you choose that?
Yeah, we.
All sentiment, then I would take Mbappe over.
I don't want you to
Martinelli.
move sentiment. I want you to.
Oh yes, I would take
include
him.
sentiment.
I would take Mbappe over Martinelli.
You get rid of that man.
What about
If
Saka?
he was
Yusuf?
given the choice, yeah.
Yeah, I saw anyone for Mbappe.
Saka as well, yeah? Saka as well, yeah?
Even Casemiro.
Anybody.
Well,
can
both
go.
of them, you say?
That's
Nah, not Saka and Martinelli.
Yeah, but no, Saka. No, just Saka.
Just Saka. No, I would keep Saka.
You don't do sentiment. If you had to sell Saka to get Mbappe and he
I'll
was coming,
keep Saka.
you wouldn't do
Yeah,
it.
I'll keep Saka.
I'm driving into Paris myself.
You don't want to win.
Sorry, Frenchie, what would you say?
I'm driving into Paris myself.
Rashford, anybody.
Of course, you'll trade Rashford.
And there's not a player in that team that we wouldn't get rid of for Mbappe.
Because your team has no identity.
Fine.
That's
You know what identity will be?
What?
Mbappe. You get me? That's what it will
We'll
be.
start again.
Yeah.
Build a team around him. Fair enough. I wouldn't sell either.
Okay.
Only because in my head,
You wouldn't sell Martinelli?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
He's living with your choice.
Because it could
laughable.
literally mean that we could win the trophy, right? 100%. But how he's moving over there with PSG, he is the team.
Are you talking about more
When he
about
comes
his
over here,
person? Okay.
he will also be the team. That whole spirit, that culture of togetherness, is gonna be just go tits up.
That's what would be scary because in my mind I think why wouldn't they just
Nah.
move Mantis to bring him there? But it's like
Nah.
with everything that's gone on with his career's gone there. The only place he can go and even have any semblance of normality will be Real Madrid. Anywhere else he went, I think that's going to be a madness for the team, for the locker room, because his attitude looks like it stinks. Like you know what I'm trying to say?
Nah, wait. I've got to chime in. Yeah, I'm from France. Yeah, so I'm from Montpellier. Yeah, I watch French football and all that. Yeah, and there's a narrative that's being painted right now because of him lying to the Qataris that he's not going to sign. That obviously I think it was last week was the last deadline for him to renew his contract by a year. So it basically means he's got a year left. Yeah, but bro, he literally carried that PSG team when Messi and Neymar were taking day offs, right, last year. He's PSG's all-time top scorer. He's PSG basically at 24, greatest ever player. And they've had ballers. They've had Zlatan, Cavani, you name it, yeah? He's literally taken the captain role for the PSG and for France this year, or last year. And obviously Marquinhos is a club captain, but Marquinhos has been injured. So he's basically been captain of both. He's obviously the best player in the world. but guys are expecting him to play like he's what, like some simple, I don't know,
but
Harvey Barnes.
Not even that, but with everything that you're saying, him walking into that Manchester United team, there ain't no one that can tell him nothing. So every day he wakes up on the side of the bed, however he feels, that's how he feels, and I don't know where he's gonna be at. So that's what I'm saying. That's what's worrying, isn't it?
Yeah, like everything you just said is cool, but he's still a diva though.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But bro, you're the best player. What do you expect him to be like? Oh, I'm meaty. Like, come on, man. He knows he's the best.
But the thing is, this is a team sport. This ain't tennis.
Like I said, I think the only place where you can go and keep him in check is Real Madrid.
Yeah, Madrid, yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, but what does keep him in check mean? Because you've never heard anything about him being a bad professional when it comes to play. He plays the most games. What does humble yourself mean, though? Because what does humble yourself mean?
It means, I don't know.
Because was Ronaldo humble? Like, what are we doing?
Who? Ronaldo? No, he wasn't humble.
Cristiano.
We got him out of there, man.
No, the thing is, the point I'm making is, obviously he's got himself into a pickle now, innit? Because of his wage demands, the structure of his deal, everything. At his age, he's what, 24? Right? He shouldn't be in a situation at 24 years old. But
what situation?
Situation where he literally is in limbo right now. No? He's in limbo.
He's not in limbo. He's got the most contract.
He's in limbo.
Everyone knows he's going.
Yeah, but what's going to happen to him this season? It's either what? Either he sits out the year, right? Because he's not signing a new contract, or he goes somewhere for a year. Where?
Saudi. They're talking about going Saudi.
No.
No what?
No, bro. He's got a year left. Yeah, he's obviously.
Them man said they're not playing him. Them man said they're not playing him. They're not playing him.
No, he's not staying. That's their stance.
They're not playing him. If no one will buy him, they're not going to play him. They made up their mind. They want their money.
And you believe that? And you believe that they're going to pay?
Frenchie, they're an entire flipping nation. They're a state. They don't need to play him.
No, but yeah, but they also have players that they've got like a new manager. They've got Luis Enrique. They bought players for this summer. Well, you think they're going to play Ugo Ekitike and
what? And let him walk to Real Madrid on a free after all that bread that they give him, after everything they've done. Just cower to all his whims and let him walk to Real Madrid on a free. Remember, he's going Madrid. He's going Madrid.
Yeah, he is.
But you said he's going to not play. What is he going to be on the stands, on the bench, whatever? What does that mean? Basically, he's going to stay at PSG and go for free, right? That's the same thing. That's the same thing.
It's about pride. It's about pride after that, innit? Like, we're to prove him a point, innit? I'm going to be stubborn. You can sit there and rock with the reserves, or whatever. You can sit there and rock, Killy.
Man said rock. He's still the best player in the world, though.
But without, I hear that. I hear what you're saying. He's still young. He can still practice on his own. But that competitive, like, game.
You want to be playing, bro, man.
Yeah, of course, man.
No, but first of all, they're both stubborn and they both are heads, crunchy heads, yeah? Bro, they're going to have to play him because they're going to realise that, oh shit, our strike is needy.
He's so stubborn, he might go Saudi. If them teams work something where they agree to let him go to Madrid at the end of the year and pay him big bread, he might just do it because that might be the best option for him.
All right, so Frenchie, you think that PSG are going to let him sit for the whole season? Either play him or let him sit and then he'll go for free next season. Or sell him Saudi for a year for 200 million and then they can get their bread.
No, I think because this happened in 2021, 2022, yeah? It was basically, he had 1 year left. So basically, he only renewed his contract in 2021 for 3 years, 2 plus 1 option, yeah? So basically meant that 2024, either renewed it again or basically what we had now, yeah? Bro, he had that before and they literally offered him, 100 million a year or something.
Signed, but he's not signing this time.
So the point I'm saying is they're gonna be at loggerheads till the end of this season, and then they're gonna offer him more. And if he's like, you know what, flip it, fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna get the money because I'm gonna get double what I can get at Real Madrid. He's gonna stay. If they can't, he's gonna go to Real Madrid.
Listen, out of your head, man.
As a man, he's 20. Look at you just said he's 24. He's done everything he's done in that league. Yeah. He's a competitor. Yeah. You saw how he played in the World Cup finals. He is not going to finish.
He's not going
to stay in there.
Over
he's going to touch, and it's not. I'm going to say like it's going to be La Liga or Prem or whatever. We know where he wants to go. Like he's going to go Spain. Like he's going to Real Madrid. Like
100%.
Like
100%.
No, I'm saying he's going to Real Madrid next season. Next season.
But then
24, 25.
Yes, but and if he waits that season, it's going to be totally free. And PSG are saying, no, we're going to get some money for you now. You are going on sale. We are selling you.
He's already been.
Well, who's going to buy him though? Who's going to buy him?
Real Madrid.
Because he's not against.
But remember,
okay, so
no, listen.
Okay,
the report is he's willing to sit out the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
And go to Real for free next season. That's an option, right? So it's either he does that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what. Yeah.
So it's either he sits out the season, doesn't play.
But
It's either PSG
Yeah.
bow down to his demands, play him, and he goes for free next
Yeah.
season, or he does a
Yeah, that's what I
silly,
think is gonna
crazy
happen.
1 year deal in Saudi and then goes to Real Madrid. Those
He's
are-
not doing that. That's the point I'm saying. That Saudi thing is literally Fabrizio Romano trying to get tweets and likes and
No, it's not.
reactions.
User are taking all this stuff for granted. Yeah, him sitting out a season, it could be equal as much damage as him going Saudi. If this was a normal circumstances, no one would tell him to do that. If this is normal circumstances, yeah, no one would tell him to do that. Yeah, but because of the beef he's got with the team, yeah, and the kind of bread that they can give him, yeah, if they have a contractual agreement that is saying, I'm just gonna come here and play football for big bread, it's gonna help put eyes on the league, and you are just babysitting me for a year till I go to Real Madrid, that's not affecting his career. So when you
Breaking
put
news.
for real,
Al Hilal have just bid for Mbappe.
how much they bid?
300.
Yeah, bro. I breaking news. I just DM Rihanna. It's both not happening.
Yeah, but if I think the clubs can bid what they want. He ain't gonna go and do no 3-year contract. You're not paying 300 million for 1 year unless they agree to let him go to Madrid next year. He ain't gonna go Saudi. That's what I believe first. So I don't know what kind of structure.
That's my point. Yeah, that's my point. Thank you. Yeah,
I don't know what kind of structure they need to do or how to work it out. They can't just come and bid and get him and have him on a 3-4 years. He's not doing that.
No way.
Facts.
Contract will be 1 year.
Yeah, it'll be
300 million for 1 year.
No, but
What about the wages? I know I tell you this man got more money than sense all the time, but what? 300 million, that's the thing. How much are they going to put him on? They just gave Jordan Henderson 700 bags a week.
This is why it is.
How much does Mbappe get a week?
$1 billion a week.
That would be fair. That would be fair. This is what I mean. I can't see that transfer going through unless there's something in place to say he goes Real Madrid next year. So how does it make sense?
Why would it, bro?
How does it make sense for the club?
Yeah, but
Real Madrid's gonna cook, you know.
You're moving like basically what you're saying is just go on loan. You go on loan to play, bro. I'm saying don't play. That playing with Saudi Arabia is the same level as not playing for me, yeah. Because you're basically taking a year off regardless, and you're moving like, oh, he's gonna get big bread in Saudi. What's he getting now? Bro, he's getting about what 150 a year. So you're moving like he could just sit around and get basically the same money. Okay, fair enough, you get 300, but once you're over 100, bro, you're getting big bread. Like, what are we doing here? And for me, yeah, what I'm saying is. And for me, yeah. Last one, yeah. For me, yeah. And before people say, he's wasting a year of his prime, bro. What year does Mbappe and Messi go into? Like 34, 35? That's another 10 years of his career. Like, what are we doing here? Like, we actually got time, and he's gonna be the best now till 5-6 years from now. So for me, he's got time. If I was Mbappe, be stubborn, get your P's. And they will have to play because once they realize that Hugo Ekitike and Asensio and Flipping, all the other players are dead, then we'll be fine.
Fair enough. Thank you very much.
thanks
Thanks
for the
for
call,
calling. It was
Appreciate
fantastic.
it, man.
Later.
Thank you.
All right, cool. I'm seeing the group chat organizing a barbecue. I hope it is you guys are able to do that. If we can help in any which way, let us know. I think it'll be great. They're planning it for like a savannah, so it'll be a nice little like meetup. But if you only need any help, let me know, please.
What do you mean
Holla.
let me help? It's a TDA barbecue. Why don't you facilitate it? Why don't you take it over? And
They
make
can't
sure-
wait.
You said
They can't wait. Help him
for
with the
Savannah.
waivers.
What do you mean?
In a savannah.
In a
it's just-
savannah.
Yeah, grassy knoll. Not grassy knoll, but
The grassy knoll.
if you need any help, let me know. Thanks.
All right, so you guys done?
You would think so, innit? Just
You know when the caller was like, oh, like, we have a lot of time, I said, no, we don't.
all right. Let me just read. I'll just read through the headlines, and we can go. It says Nouhaila Benzina of Morocco to become first player to wear hijab. Okay. History could be made on day 5 of the FIFA Women's World Cup if Benzina plays for Morocco. The 25-year-old defender will become the first player to wear hijab, the Islamic headscarf at the World Cup, if she features against one of the tournament's favourites, Germany. That is the second game of the day, with Italy facing Argentina, who are trying to win their first World Cup match earlier in the morning. Brazil, who have won all 8 of their World Cup openers, get the tournament underway against debutants Panama. And Zharnel Hughes breaks men's 200-metre British record. So Zharnel Hughes broke the 30-year British 200-metre record by clocking 19.73 seconds in front of an all-sellout 50,000 crowd at the London Diamond League. The 20-year-old took 0.21 seconds off the previous mark, 19.94, set by John Regis at the 1993 World Championships. The record time saw Hughes take third with American world champion Nouhaila winning in 19.47 seconds. So I thought he won. It is the second. It is the second long-standing national mark Hughes has broken this season, having smashed the 100-meter record in June. Hughes, who ran 9.83 seconds in New York to better Linford Christie's time in 1993, previously ran 19.77 with an illegal wind speed to claim the UK 200-meter title in Manchester earlier this month. Compatriot Dina Asher-Smith ran 100-meter season's best of 10.85 seconds to place second behind Marie Tosi Talu of the Ivory Coast. That put her ahead of Jamaica's world 200-meter champion Sharika Jackson, with Britain's Daryl Nieta taking fourth in 10.96 seconds. And our last sports headline says Maxi Hughes loses to George Kambosos in the majority decision in Oklahoma. Britain's Maxi Hughes said he was devastated by the judge's decision as he was beaten on points by the Australian George Kambosos in Oklahoma. The 33-year-old landed 98 punches to Kambosos' 90 in their IBF lightweight world title eliminator. But the judges scored the fight 114, 114, 117, 111, and 115, 113 in his rival's favour at the Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee. Tonight I came and I showed that I should have had my hand raised. I'm absolutely devastated, says Hughes. I used my footwork, I made him miss and pay. I landed cleaner shots. I don't want to sound like a sore loser, and I will watch it and assess it, but everyone here knows who Maxi Hughes is. Here. And that's the end of our sports headlines. And that is the end of the show. Let's get into our outro.
Right, people, thank you very much for being with us throughout the show. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we done it.
Sorry.
This has happened like way too many times today. I hope that everyone comes correct from tomorrow. Thank you for tuning into the show, as you guys always do. Please like the video. Oh yeah, is the lights making sense today, or
No,
It wasn't.
okay? So we're just
yeah. Something needs to be done up there.
something has to be done.
Yeah.
I say we see them next week. That's what could be done.
Mm.
Like the video. You can follow us on our social media platforms as well. The Day After TNB, Instagram, Twitter, and on the Clock app. If you have dilemmas, do send your dilemmas in. You know, I know obviously sometimes it's a bit intense and harsh and stuff like that. So today's listener, lady who goes, I will be having a word with Emman outside when we finish. But you are very welcome to send your dilemmas in. We don't judge, we just react. But the number for the dilemmas is 075-6484-1073. And if you'd like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, our email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. You're laughing.
Just picture what email saying earlier, like, oh, I'm a liar, I'm an animal.
All right, see you later. Bye.
Taste.